The Imperium Empire is a dominant force, boasting oppressive military might. Their continent, once home to many creatures, has since been undertaken by the endless forces pouring out from the Underdark. The Dark Elves, deep gnomes, and other people of the depths rule the large continent of Imperium, and there are rumors of some still attempting to fight off the Empire, though their numbers dwindle one day. Numbers in marriage. Exactly. The baronies up here are a collection of small island aristocracies that have banded together in an attempt to measure up to the other nations of the world. Their customs and trades are as varied as the colors of their sands. Some 6 dozen islands embody the heart of this region. The far realm, up in our northwest corner, a strange and mythic place with as many stories as disappearances made by those seeking the truth of this magical realm. Strange tales of fae and wild magic polluting the dirt and waters surrounding the island. The Sutherlands, all the way down here, just barely visible. A standoffish land of great beasts and people, stronger than most seen throughout the world. Giants and dragons originate from this warring region and still populate there in large numbers. The mountains and shores are often bloodied by their battles even to this day. But we start our story in West Haven, a land of many peoples and troubles. This land is your home and all y'all have ever known. Our story begins in the western countryside in the kingdom of Listle. Listle is a kingdom of elven heritage and human rule, and the village is named Littleton. A collection of humans and halflings who farm for their living, and they've made quite the hamlet from it. An afternoon sun shines brightly on this peaceful place. We enter the Dragon's Claw, a local tavern with a rowdy collection of day drunks, merrygoers, and wary travelers from afar. Upon the stage is Allura Sparrowfern, intricately combining a medley of song, dance, and poetic speech. Kayleen, could you describe your character, please?
Allura Sparrow.
You're gonna have to speak up for everyone else.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yes. Allura Sparrowfern is, average height, strawberry blonde hair, and very curvy. She has piercing green eyes and a slightly tan skin. She grew up in a small town in Listle. Her mother was also a performer, and thus she was raised to perform on stage. She, let's see. She normally can be found wearing a rather revealing flowy white undershirt, leather armor chest piece and shoulder pads, and a maroon scarf tied around her waist as a skirt. Her performances can only be described as a truly classy act. They are an assortment of music, singing, dancing, and spoken word poetry that leave the audiences stunned.
Yeah, that's all?
Yeah, that's all I got for now.
So that's Allura Sparrowfern, everybody. Okay, so Allura, as you look over the crowd, you see a rather colorful dragonborn in the front row. Danny, could you please describe ELTEAL?
ELTEAL is covered in...
Danny?
Oh, I got scared. In pastel pink, blue, and green scales that contrast to his black skin and bright silver white hair. He looks on excitedly as she performs, entrapped by every word and every movement she makes.
Fantastic. Nice. Getting some attention for Allura. So behind ELTEAL, a towering figure sits higher than the rest in the crowd, carrying with her an adorably tiny T-Rex. Abigail, could you please describe your character?
Heck yeah, so her name is Lorax with an A because she's not the Lorax, but she is a Lorax. She's like a druid or something. Her hair is silver and she's like periwinkle skin and blue eyes, and she's like 7'8", so she's freaking tall. And she's kind of just vibing. She's here for all of the animals, like all of them. She wants all of the animals. And yeah, she just really likes having her little sidekick, Terry Rex. It's a T-Rex, but the T stands for Terry, so it's Terry Rex. Please do not get that confused. But yeah, that's about her story. She used to be an urban bounty hunter, but really decided that like that urban lifestyle wasn't for her. So she's just kind of vibing in the forest, hanging with the animals now.
Great job, Abigail. Nice introduction for Lorax. So across the room from this towering figure, there sits another towering figure at the bar, a large half-orc pounding down several mugs of ale, being poured to him by both the barkeep and the gentleman to his right. Jakin, will you please describe your character?
Yeah, okay, so Todd grew up in a family of knights and warriors. So as he grew up through his teenage years into adulthood, he spent the whole time getting yelled at by his commander in charge for being too aggressive. He would always just go way too far and barge in everything. He is green skinned, doesn't really wear any armor because skin is nature's armor.
He's wearing clothes, though, right?
What?
He's wearing clothes, though, right?
I want to say no, but I'll say loincloth.
Just a loincloth, just booty cheeks out, like assless chaps.
Okay, how much clothes do you want him to have?
I mean, that's up to you, man. I mean, loincloth's
He's
minimum.
wearing a three-piece suit. But it's ripped because of how freaking bulky he is.
So like all biceps ripped out, but like tie's still there.
Yeah.
Like kind of like I'm trying to think of the Kingpin from Spider-Man.
Yeah, and he's only wearing it solely because it was told it'd make him more stronger, and that's all he cares about is just beating the crap out of stuff.
So we got a buff orc in a business suit that is ripped. Gotcha.
Yep, and that's Todd.
That's Todd. Gotcha. That's all for Todd?
That's all I can think of.
That's okay. That's good. So beside Todd, there is a monkey-like individual, standing at about 5'8", 5'9", wiry, bright eyes, really expressive, and he is continuously pouring Todd craft brews that he is making himself. That'll be Tyler's character, so we'll leave him for now and go over to our other missing party member, Jade, who is a ASMR. In the back of the corner, she is a rogue, and she is wearing a hood as she surveys the surroundings. So, we're all having fun in this tavern and doing, good merriments and watching the performance. So, is there anything that y'all particularly do, besides, watch the performance, ordering drinks, waiting for food? Anything y'all want to maybe do with in the tavern for a second?
Can't think of anything.
Nothing in particular.
Yeah, so just enjoying times, just vibing. That's it. Just Allura, just captivating everyone, just
shaking that tambourine.
Shaking that tambourine. Gotcha. So as you're all watching Allura shake that tambourine, a large Goliath with a skull branded on his shoulder bursts through the door and takes the tavern keep hostage with the rapier to his throat. 4 other humanoids, or actually more than 4, follow in behind him, wielding scimitars and crossbows, and start demanding the valuables of all the patrons. Does anyone do anything at this point?
I just sit there chugging beer.
You just sit there chugging beer? Okay, one of the bandits comes up to you, says, "Hey, give me a fucking purse," and slaps the beer out of your hand, just to the floor immediately.
Oh, you know what I do to that?
What do you do to that?
Can I say it, or can I just do it?
You can say it for now, and then we're gonna decide what happens because of that.
Fine, I bitch slap him.
You bitch slap him? Okay, we're gonna roll initiative now. I will let you all know how this works, okay?
Trying to remember.
So, we do see that we are in the tavern. Let me just try to do something real quick, as you know. Boom! All our guys are here.
Wow.
Okay, everyone can see their enemies from them.
Bitch slapped.
Here's what we're gonna do. What I need from y'all is to open your character sheets and go to the section where it says initiative. It's the only number with a decimal. And then click on some initiative things.
Ooh.
So yeah, so basically all of you click the initiative button and right click. Maybe I have to hold up. Is it not wanting me to? Wait, let me do that. Okay, try it again, everyone, real quick. I think it's because I hadn't put a turn order in. Is nothing coming through? Okay. No one move. I'm doing one more thing. Okay, I'm just let's see. I'm going to manually input everyone's initiative. Todd, get your ass back over there. Get your ass back to the bar. Okay. So one more time, everyone roll initiative, except this time I'm going to manually input them. For some, hey, that one worked. Jacobs just got in there for some reason.
Oh, that was like the
Oh,
worst initiative I had.
That was bad.
Of course, that's the one it picks up on. ELTEAL, you got a 2.3.
We love that.
2.13. I just put in. Okie dokie. And then Jakin, you did. Okay, so Abigail, you don't have yours on there, right?
I put mine in.
I don't see Abigail's.
Yeah, I see it. Yeah, I'm gonna add it real quick. Okay,
Okay, cool.
adding turn.
Okay, now I see stuff.
1-6. Boom. Okay. I don't know why it isn't automatically just, organizing it. Do I have to do the thing? Oh, yeah, I have to manually scroll through the force. So let's roll our initiative for our bandits real quick. I am really great with a, automatically typing. Really? Okay.
Okay, I believe in you.
I did it. It only took me 3 tries.
Yay!
Again, first time getting it. This is the really shitty one. Exactly. And now I just need to roll for Ash. All of this is like, as everyone is just kind of like watching Jake and Todd, reach for this bitch slap. Everything's happening in slow motion, bandits reaching for their scimitars. Everyone just going, like, one of those things. Okay, please tell me that added Jades to it. Did it? It did not, but she got a 17.2. Nice job, Jade. Really? Dang, even on a tiebreaker, it's the same? That is funny. That is funny. And then our monkey boy, who should have a very good initiative roll. Hopefully, Furious George.
Please be a 1. Oh, that would funny.
It was a 1.
Yeah.
You got your wish.
I'm a magician.
Why would you? Well, hey, at least. So I think I just needed to add everyone in there before, and then yeah, gotcha. I know what to do now. Coolio. So let me make sure y'all are all good. Okay, so Jake, and luckily you rolled highest initiative, which makes sense narratively as you're bitch slapping this guy. So here's a quick explanation of how combat works. I kind of wish we did this yesterday, but it's really simple. Just listen to me, and I promise you we will all get through it. Okay?
Okay.
So we've all rolled initiatives. That's how combat starts. We're really good. How this is going to work, Jaken's going to go first, then the bandits, then Abigail, Jade, Tyler, Kayleen, Danny. Then it goes, again and again until one side is completely dead.
Abigail and Jade's initiative is higher than the bandit.
Yes. Oh, sorry. Yes, you're correct.
Okay, I was confused. I didn't know if that was intentional.
No, it isn't. My brain was stupid. So everyone's going to go in that turn order. Here's what you do on your turn. You have an action. You can use this to attack or to dodge or to hide. There are a lot of things you can do with your action. Basically, ask me what you want to do in general, and I'll tell you the specific thing. It's usually an action. Sometimes you'll have a bonus action. I think Jaken, Rage is a bonus action. And Abigail, next level, you get Wild Shape, but that's an action. So action and bonus action, those are usually the 2 things you do on your turn that make you relative. You also have your movements. For most of you, you have 30 feet of movement, as you can see in your character sheet. Some of you might have more. That means that each of these squares is 5 feet, so you can move 6 squares. So just move it like a dice. And when you move diagonal, it's 1.5 squares. So just keep that in mind. Making sense so far?
I think I know what's happening.
I think I got it.
You'll get into it as we do it.
Yeah.
There's an item interaction. That just basically, usually it's I draw my sword as part of swinging it. That doesn't come out too much. And then, important part, reaction. If an enemy is fighting you and they run away from you, you get to use a reaction to hit them. If you are a spellcaster, sometimes you have spells that are reactions, like Featherfall to save you from falling damage, or Hellish Rebuke to hit someone who just hit you. So reactions are things that you do off your turn. Now I'll prompt you on all of these, and I'll try to keep track. But we are going to start with Jaken. What do you do on your turn?
Oh yeah. So now knowing that there's that many people, I changed. I'm not gonna do a bitch slap anymore. That seems stupid.
Okay. So first of all, I should say, would you like to rage?
Okay. Can I ask you if I should?
You should rage because that's the whole point of rage is fighting.
Yeah, but I don't know how long is the cooldown.
There's no cooldown. Let's see. Now I'm looking up things on impromptu and scrolling to barbarian so I can tell you the answer.
Because on my sheet it says I have a total of 2 rages.
Yeah, you have 2 rages and they come back on a long rest.
Long rest. Okay, cool.
Yeah, that's basically just a 6-hour rest.
Yep, I'm raging. I'm
So
raging because he slapped it out of my hand.
Okay, so you're raging.
Yep.
And are you going to hit him with your battle axe?
Yes, I'm gonna hit him with my great axe.
Okay, roll an attack. 13 to hit, does hit. 12 damage. Okay.
What happened?
So this guy, he comes, he slaps this drink out of your hands to the floor. You look him in his eyes, and you just slowly reach to your back. And in a motion so quick, y'all don't even realize he's pulled it from his back. His axe is already planted in the floor, and you see this man split in half as Bacon just popped him inside and dealt all his hit points in one. You just annihilated that dude.
Of course I did. He messed with my drink. I'm an alcoholic. How you can't do that?
Would you like to do anything else in your turn? Move, or you're just gonna relish in that?
Can I whack the other guy by Tyler, or is it just move?
Let me see, just to make sure. I believe you only have 1 attack currently.
Okay. And how many squares can I move for 30 feet or 30 speed?
30 feet is 6 squares, because each square is 5 feet. Yeah, so staying where you are, perfectly fine. So that's your turn?
I'm gonna do that.
Wait, so you went to here?
I moved. Yeah.
Okay, this bandit gets an opportunity attack on you because of that, because you ran past him.
Okay.
So he is going to, just looking up his bonuses and everything, +2 to hit, 26 +1. So roll d20 +3.
You forgot to slash.
I know I forgot slash.
There you go.
Does a 19 hit you?
Yeah.
Nice. That does 4, which goes down to 2 damage because you're raging, so you take 2 damage.
Okay.
So mark that down in your health.
How does my armor class work? Like, what is that for again?
Basically, so when I just rolled to hit you, I rolled 19. Your armor class is 16, so 19's higher, so that means I hit you. If I rolled below 16, it would have missed.
And I need to knock my hit points down 4.
You knock it down 2 because you're raging, so you take half damage. Raging saves you on damage, and it also does more damage. Okay, so that is Jaken's turn, having annihilated someone, and just takes a little plink as this guy slices him. You don't even notice it. You're just walking towards the next one, ready to crush your skull in. Yep. So that is Jaken's turn. Abigail, you are up next. What are we doing with you?
Can I cast a spell?
You can. You can cast a spell as an action.
Okay.
Or a cantrip as an action.
Can I cast Ice Knife?
Ice Knife. Okay, yeah. Keep in mind that does have an area of effect on impact. I believe it's everyone within 5 or 10 feet can take some of that damage. But if you...
So wait, whoever is right there would take damage?
You would hit me.
Well, actually, because you might be able to finagle a shot here. Looking at Ice Knife, within 5 feet of the point where it explodes. So if you can find a circle that can hit 2 of the bandits at once, maybe, instead of a... Let's see.
Hit between those 2 that are right in front of me.
Actually, yeah, if you hit between these 2, you could get these 2 guys without hitting Jaken.
Sweet, can I do that?
They don't hit me.
Actually, yeah, these 2. Yeah, hitting these 2, yeah, you can do that. So make a ranged spell attack. I believe that's what it is. Let me go back, or just click the 1 second, because I have to make sure that we're doing this right, just so it isn't a saving throw. Yeah, so roll a d20 and then add 5. So d20 +5 +2, so d20 +7 in total.
So wait, I do roll.
Slash roll space 1d20 +7.
1d20
+7.
+7.
Nice.
A 9. Okay. So unfortunately, you
Perfect
do
number.
miss the bandit. However, it does hit the ground. So he is going to have to make a dexterity saving throw. So I'm gonna have to make 2 of those. What's your spell save DC?
Huh?
Your spell save DC. It's on your spells list on the spell section of your character sheet.
15.
15. So both of those guys fail their save. So even though your ice knife was offshoot of them, they still do end up taking damage. So
Let's go.
can you roll for me 2d6 damage to deal to these guys? So slash rolls 2d6.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm not doing good.
Well, hey, I mean, you hit the ground and like cold thaw just like starts gathering on these guys' legs, and you notice like some of their joints starting to lock up as they each take 5 cold damage, which by the way
That
is like
arthritis gonna hit them hard.
it's like half of their health. So
Yeah,
like you made them just like have a panic attack just in one turn. Okay, so that's your action. I don't think you have a bonus action available to you, so that means that we are up next to Jade. Okay, so Jade is going to she's going to use her turn to actually she's going to move here 2 spaces, and then because she's flanking with you, she's going to make a sneak attack on this guy to try to stab him really hard. Which hopefully it works. So let me go to her character sheet, and that's a plus. Okay.
A good roll.
Yeah, so that's 25 to hit, and then 14 damage.
Damn.
So that yeah, Jade just kind of like walks over right next to you, and you're just like looking at this person who's just kind of in the corner, and suddenly they whip out a rapier and stab it through this man's heart. So this guy just got shocked in the legs and stabbed in the heart. He's having a bad time as he just falls to the ground dead.
These guys.
He's having a bad day.
Yeah, they are weak as hell. But they came here with expectations, and you're like, you interrupted my drink, and you will pay for that.
Yeah, I'm an alcoholic.
So that's their turn.
I'm adding that to my character sheet.
Oh shoot, I forgot. Yeah, because I signed one of the bandits specifically. I know the bandits have an ad of 16, so now it is their turn. So let's see. This, they've kind of all realized that this is a bit much, but the leader behind them just goes, "If anyone walks out that door, I have their head." And then all of them are just like, "Ugh, fuck it," and then just go to fighting you. So they're all going to make attacks against the closest one to them. So, actually, this bandit's gonna go over to you, Jacob, because he noticed that you took out his friend, and that was actually his secret crush.
Oh.
And he never had a chance to tell him, and now he never will.
He'll meet him soon enough.
You put out the flame of a gay star. So let's see. We are going to roll some attacks for these guys. So plus d20 plus 3, and then a d6 plus 1 on the hits. So slash roll. I got it. 1d20 plus 3. We do that a lot. So first one against you, Jakin. Does a 14 hit?
Does not hit because I have 16.
The power of your muscles as he goes to hit the scimitar against you, and it just gets lashed in your bicep, and you don't even feel it. So this guy, his turn, he's just kind of shitting his pants. Against you, Danny, the bandit is going to make a attack with his scimitar. Does a 17 hit?
Oh, I don't know. Where do I look?
Your armor class? What's your armor class?
18.
Go to the top.
What is it?
18.
Okay, so as he brings his scimitar down towards you, you raise your shield and deflect off of it, and his strike just goes wide, completely missing you. That's his turn. Kayleen, you notice this guy right here. He's going to climb up onto the stage, come over, and make an attack against you. Yeah, it's pretty rude. Does a 10 hit you? Jeez.
No.
Have all of them missed you?
Yeah, because they're trash.
They just broke in and got their ass whooped in one round. Okay, and then this guy, he's gonna hit the monkey. He's just gonna hit the monkey. And let's see how he does. A 17. I already know the answer to this, but I'm going to double check just in case. Yeah, his AC is a 19. Like, George, while taking a drink, just leans his head over 2 inches to like crank his neck as a scimitar just comes down right next to his shoulder, and he doesn't even flinch. And this the bandit boss is just infuriated, like, how are you all so useless? And just comes forward and like, I'll do it myself, and just rushes you, Jagan. So he gets to roll with advantage.
Is he standing on the table?
This guy, yeah, he just comes up and just stands on the table and just about to take a 4 golf swing at your head. So
Joke's
he
on him,
has
it's thick.
advantage on this, +5 to hit, 1d8 +2. So slash roll 2d 1d20 +5.
Miss.
23 hit you?
23. Oh, I thought it was a 15. Yeah, 23 hits.
Okay, 1d8 +2 damage. So he does 1 damage.
What a loser.
He thinks he's coming in hot shit, and it just catches the side of your head. But he comes in for a second attack. Sorry.
Whoa.
Yeah, he has 2 attacks per turn.
He cheated.
No, that's not cheating. That's just an enemy with 2 attacks per turn. He's the boss. That's a special thing.
What a cheater.
So that one to 21 hit?
Yeah, 21 hits.
Okay. That's going to do 3 damage. So in total, you took 4 damage this turn.
Oh, yeah.
So that...
I'm at 9 health.
You're at 9?
Yeah.
Okay, I think that's about right. Yeah. Okay. Gotcha. So that is all the bandit's turn, luckily. Now it is Monkey Boy's turn. Monkey Boy, seeing his drinking buddy in trouble, is and all the enemies around him, is just going to come around here. He's going to take that opportunity attack from this bandit because he doesn't even give a shit because he's coming to help his drinking buddy. So bandit swings at him, misses with a 14. So our Monkey Boy, he's going to roll 2 attacks against, let's see, he's going to hit Big Boy, and they're going to be at advantage. So, really? Okay, first attack misses. Guys just strike him and just, like, his fist kind of dents on the armor and, just kind of weak paws it. Well, you see your monkey friend come to help you, and he just, he starts going for his punches, and he just realizes that he's just hitting the metal and not doing any damage. And it's just, it's you see a sad Monkey Boy, and he thought he was doing good, and that's his turn.
When you try your best,
yeah,
but you don't succeed.
Don't succeed, exactly.
His crouch wasn't accurate.
Aileen, it is your turn. What are we doing? You have this guy right next to you.
Do a kick flip.
You would like to cast Tasha Sidious Laughter. Can you press that spell and then display it in chat for us? Okie dokie. Wisdom saving throw. Gotcha. Okay. He has no bonuses for that. So, what's your DC?
It is 15.
15. He fails by 1. So, as this guy comes up on the stage, coming to slash you, and it's the guy right next to you. You wave a feather in the air and just kind of mime tickling, and suddenly he falls to the ground, grabbing at his ribs in laughter, and he's just, completely dumbstruck, just having a great time on the floor. So yeah, you all hear as you're demolishing these people, just the sound of laughter suddenly filling the room. That's your turn. Gonna do anything else? Move? He can't attack you. He's laughing. Okay. So now we come to Danny's turn. Danny, what are you going to do?
Can I take a glass off of the table and just yeet it at the guy next to me? Like just full on just yeet it into his face.
Just smash him in the head?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. What is your roll a d20 plus your strength plus I won't say you're not really proficient in bar fighting, so just d20 plus strength for the attack roll.
Alright. Oh fuck! I'm trying to remember what the
Slash roll d20 plus whatever your strength score is. I think 4, maybe 5. I'm not sure. Oh, yeah, that definitely hits. Okay, so a glass bottle, and you're just smashing it over his head.
Yep. Why not?
Okay, roll 2d4 plus your strength. Slashing damage. 2d4 plus strength. Your strength is 5?
Yes.
Damn, boy! So, you bring this glass down on his head, and you see, like, it go into his eyes and into his skull, and, like, flaps of skin peeling off as you drag it across his face. And it goes to his neck, and he's, like, a lung, like, one of his arteries is punctured. And he is holding on by a thread of life. If he lives, he will never be the same. Yeah, you just violated a man's appearance. Okay, that brings us to the top of our initiative order. Jakin, what do you do on your turn?
Wait, give me one quick second. I think for a second.
The barbarian thinking, a rare occurrence.
Okay. Sorry, someone was texting me about something. Okay, so anyway. So how sturdy is this table this man is standing on?
How sturdy? Yeah, I mean, it's an okay table, but, like, you see better.
Alright, I want to kick it over. Does that count as an attack?
I will say it'll count as your action. Here's what I'll have you do. Go to your character sheet and make a athletics roll with advantage.
Advantage.
Check with advantage. So make sure you select advantage first.
Yep.
Yeah, okay. Gotcha. Let me... Okay, I'm gonna have him make a dexterity saving throw to see just how bad this is. Okay. So you push this table out, what do? You kick it? You, like, swipe it away?
I kick it. Like, I kind of try to kick it out from underneath him.
You kick it out from underneath him, and, he jumps in reaction to it. But, as he comes down, like, one of his foot grabs the end of the table leg, and, like, he's knocked to his knees. So he's down on one knee and, like, prone, so he won't be able to move much the next round. But he didn't seem to take any damage because he reacted pretty well. But he's really pissed, and he's looking at you. I will say, as part of that, you can take him as part of that, so make a kick. So just an unarmed attack.
What?
And make an unarmed strike against him, because, you can kick him as part of that. Like the 1-2.
Can I still do an attack after that?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So, like, you kick the table, he's down on the ground, so I'm going to let you, as part of that cool action, kick him in the face.
So there's my unarmed.
12 to hit. His AC is 13. So you go to kick him, and then, as he's still catching his balance, he slips, but his head just, perfectly dodges out of the way, but completely by accident, this lucky fucker. No one is hitting on their team, and, like, they are just barely staying alive for everything you're throwing at them. So, like, you guys are demolishing. Okay, that's your turn, Jakin. Abigail, you are up.
Question: the character sheet that you sent me for Terry,
yes,
says that he chomps whoever is closest to him. Does that mean, like, enemies closest to him, or would it impact the persons next to me?
So enemies is what I'll say. So yeah, I actually forgot to let you use Terry last turn, because commanding him is a bonus action. So also for this turn, he can make 2 attacks to make up for that. So
what are the odds that he, like, survives this? Like, I don't know how strong these guys are.
This encounter, he's actually about as strong as y'all.
Okay, sweet. Can I send Terry at that guy in front of me?
At the guy right in front of you? Yeah, the one right here?
Yeah.
Cool, then Terry's gonna have advantage on his attacks.
Let's go.
Yeah, this guy's about to get a shit wrecked by a little T-Rex. So +3 to hit, 1d6 plus 1 damage. Slash roll d20 plus 3. So first attack, definitely a hit. Second attack, definitely a hit. So he does in total. He just. You think Terry run after this little man, little short legs underneath him, and you see him, just gently take a little, rip out his back tendon of his Achilles. This man falls to his knee, and Terry jumps up, grabs him by the throat, and tears his throat out.
Yay, Terry!
He did 16 points of damage to a guy who had 11 hit points.
Yeah.
This man does not live. Yeah, Terry is the MVP. Terry's the MVP. And that was your bonus action. Do you want to cast a spell or use a cantrip as your action?
Maybe. I think my spells are gonna impact people, so I'll probably just do my
You can do your
scimitar.
Your what?
My scimitar.
Your scimitar?
Yeah, that's what I meant.
Yeah. So, what person would you like to walk up to and slice?
Probably the one like closest to me. The like by Elsie.
ELTEAL.
LTL, sorry.
This one?
Yeah.
Okay. So make a attack with your scimitar with advantage.
Okay. I might go advantage and
Scimitar. So 18 hits, doing 8 damage. This guy had 1 hit point left because he was the one that ELTEAL ruins. You
accidentally destroyed.
Is this lethal, non-lethal? Are you killing him, or is this a knockout? I haven't asked that before. I'm just, are you just chopping this man's head off?
I feel like we're just chopping the man's head off,
Okay, you go in perfect parry, like, this guy was barely...
We're saving LTL.
He was barely alive, and you you hold his head out on the tip of your scimitar, like, your T-Rex and you just did a slaughter dance.
It's for the animals.
It really is. He
probably
all
littered
PETA.
somewhere.
All for PETA.
He looks like a guy who would litter.
Jade is now, she sees y'all are pretty, y'all handling the big guy. So she's, women supporting women. Gonna go over here to Allura, hop up on stage, and a what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 squares. Yeah, it's within her movement range. And then gonna make a sneak attack as you are flanking. So gonna open up Ashwoods. That's the character's name, by the way, for Jade. Ashwoods. And shit, I forgot to roll that at advantage. It hits anyway. And then I'm just gonna roll a d20 just to see if it gets a natural 20 or not. It doesn't. So okay. So that's gonna do 14 damage. So she just comes up and just, in support of you, just runs a rapier through this man's heart. They're just bobbing the whole rigmarole of people. Y'all have just... These guys came in wanting golds, and they're leaving with, nothing, including their lives. So
the bloodiest of bloodbaths.
It's like they thought they were just like gonna get 2 silver pieces, but instead they're just like, oh my gosh, why? Exactly. It comes to the monkey's turn. So Furious George, he is going to, last turn he failed. He continues to persevere and persist. At advantage, he's going to make his pelvic thrust attacks, and he gets 2 of them.
Wait, did he hit?
Let's see, our guy right here, his DC is 13. He hits both times.
Yes.
So he does 8 and 9 damage. I accidentally clicked it 3 times, so I'll take the last 2. He does 8 and 9 damage, which... So, The monkey, having failed before, renews himself with determination, grabs this man by the shoulders, and pelvic thrusts like a jackhammer into his chest. This man, like, you see the armor cave in from the strength of this guy's thighs. This monkey is a master of what is between his hips. So, he just wrecks this man, and that's his turn. We come to Allura. What are you doing?
Wait, who did Tyler just
The big guy. The
Okay,
big
the big
guy,
guy,
that was on the ground. Actually, no, he was on the ground. He pelvic thrusted him in the face. Yeah.
How much health does he have now?
He is bloodied, which is a quarter. He has less than a quarter of his health.
Okay. Noted.
Most likely, the next hit will kill him. That's. Oh shoot! I did a dummy. So the bandits have initiative 16, and because I attached it to one specific token, I forgot. The bandits actually go before the monkey. So no one died, so we're just going to delay your turn real quick, baby. Sorry about that. So the bandits do get their turn, but there are only 2 of them. And, they're ride or die. They're like, fuck it, we're going out this way. In a fucking bar in the middle of a nowhere town of nowhere people. Just getting murdered by some random fucking shitheads that were drinking. This is the hill they die on. So our little guy, he's gonna roll an attack against. You know what? He's gonna come up. He's gonna try to take the barbarian down. They're gonna go for the glory. Go for the big guy. So his attack with advantage does not hit you.
No, it never
Completely misses. And then our other guy. Well. So a 24 and a 19.
A hit?
Yeah, what's your AC? 16?
Yeah, it's 16.
So big guy gets 2 hits on you.
That's really mean.
That's rude.
Yeah, so that's gonna be 2d8 plus 4.
Oh shoot! Oh my god.
Halved. And you won't die outright. You'll probably just make death saving throws. But let's see.
Oh wait, I also have that one thing where I just go to 1 HP instead of 0.
True. So he does 19 damage, which is reduced to 10 damage.
I'm dead.
No, you're not dead. You're at 0 hit points, so you're unconscious.
Wait,
do you
no,
want to use your
1, right?
Do you want to use your orc thing? Do you want to use your orc thing, or you could just have someone heal you after the battle?
What do you think is the play? Or can I even ask you that?
I would say in your moment, as this guy, comes at you with this rapier slashing, and you feel your consciousness start slipping, what do you do with that rage? Do you push through, or do you succumb to the sleep?
I feel like Todd would push through.
You push through? Okay, you use your relentless endurance. And instead of dropping, this guy, he runs his rapier, and he goes to put it through your throat. But as, he comes up, you grab it in your hand, and it's shutting halfway into your neck, but you look at him with a deathly glare and just pull it out slowly as you come back into him. Yeah, you were at 1 hit points, but you are still up. That is the bandit's turn. And then Todd went. So now it is your turn, Kayleen.
So that was
big
my
leader
turn doing that?
No, that was the bandit's turn, because you were being attacked. Because we remember I said I forgot the bandit's initiative.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
I was them attacking you.
Okay, I get that.
So yeah, big guy, he's really low on hit points. And then the other bandit hasn't been touched, actually.
Like to pass Vicious Mockery.
Vicious Mockery, okay.
The bandit.
What is the saving throw? It should be in the spell description.
It's 15.
DC 15 wisdom saving throw. It must succeed a wisdom saving throw. Gotcha. So, /roll d20. He has straight wisdom. 4. He fails. So he takes 1d4 psychic damage. So roll 1d4. Yep. Yeah, /roll 1d4. Four damage. Okay, this guy. What do you say to him to make him take this damage?
Tell him that
I'm gonna come closer so you can hear.
I tell him that he's stupid and his gang sucks balls. And that's it. That's all I have to say.
Mike, he's stupid and his gang sucks balls. And this guy, seeing his fallen friends, the guys he grew up with since he was 6, just like bloodied around him, he's like, you do suck balls. And just like realizing he's about to die, sucking balls. And that just causes him such despair. He takes 4 psychic damage. So that's Allura's turn. Danny, up to you. We have a rather emasculated bandit and another one who's nearly fucking dead, trying to murder the barbarian. What do you do?
Let's see. I think we'll just take out our light crossbow and just like hit him with an arrow, just hit him with something. From like far away. I don't really want to move a whole lot right now.
You don't need to move. It's a crossbow. You can just shoot him with it. Yeah, make your attack. Click on the crossbow attack. It's within range. A 9, you go to shoot the crossbow, but as you know, this guy is thinking about how he's sucking balls. He's just holding his head low, and it just squeezes right past his hair, and just barely touches him, but doesn't quite do any damage.
Oh, God damn it!
And yeah, do you want to move with your turn or anything else?
No. I think I'm good. I think I'll just stay in the corner.
Everyone's good here in the corner. Just watching the monkey and the half-orc getting their shit.
I think they're good over there. So Todd, I tried.
Yeah, exactly. So Todd, you have been pushed to your limits. This man has put metal things in your body that you didn't want to be there, and that is how you choose to think about weapons. And what are you going to do to get revenge on him? You got what's your way of bringing down the justice? What do you do?
Oh wait, he's talking to me. Sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry, I zoned out for a second. Okay, cool. I'm gonna hit the big guy with my battle axe.
Hit the big guy with your battle axe. Make an attack with advantage because you're still flanking him with Tyler.
Oh yeah, because he's a loser.
Yeah, because flanking gives you advantage on your attacks. It's just a pretty good battle tactic. A natural 20.
Yeah, pretty good.
That means you roll double damage, which means you did 25 damage. With that, I'll say you do enough damage to kill both of them. How do you want to do this? How do you want to kill the 2 remaining bandits?
How theatrical can I get with this?
As much as you want within like physical possibility, but you can make it like NBA dunking basketball shoot scene type deal, slow motion.
Nah, so is the big guy still on his knees?
Yeah, he's still on his knees.
Cool, I behead him. While I do that, I kick the other bandit in the knee, so it's like he goes down to 1 knee, and I behead him.
Gotcha. So you knock this guy's head off, flying into the air. The same strike, with that momentum, kick the other guy's knees out, take this guy's head off, and as the first head's coming down, you go in for another slice, cut that one in half, go in for another slice, cut the other, and just have the blood rain down upon you, and just scream into the sky with your rage. And that is the first encounter. Done and done. Y'all did amazing.
Yeah, Abigail.
I feel like a
good
lot
job
of it
on
was
Jake
a bit
and murdering
excessive.
everyone.
Yeah, Abigail.
It was. It was super fun.
Yeah, I was just gonna say I'll do that.
Yeah. So, did you say you're healing him?
Yeah, I was gonna do cure wounds on Jakin.
Okay. So I believe that's 1d8 plus.
Move, I think, but.
Yeah, we're out of combat now, so we're out of turn order. So you can do your cure wounds and just go up to him.
All right. Right.
Yeah. So. So just roll your healing for him.
I don't know. All right. I do 1d8 plus my spellcasting ability modifier, which
so D8
I don't really know what that is.
Spellcasting ability modifier is your wisdom modifier. Well, actually, your spellcasting, that's plus proficiency, so actually it's +7. So
it's
D8 plus 7.
1d plus 7.
Yeah. Okay, so Jake, you heal up 9 hit points. So bring your health up 9.
Alright, I'm at 10 now.
Sweet. Nice. Okie dokie. So, y'all having, had your day absolutely disrupted, you come to a calm realizing everyone who was attacking you is dead. And as you kind of look around, other people in the bar, have ducked under tables or ran upstairs. And the barkeep, who, had been held hostage but thrown aside during the battle, he comes over to you and says, oh my God, thank you. I don't know what we would have done. Those guys, they keep harassing us, and we just have to give up because they just come so many. And oh my God, that was amazing. Who are you? Then anyone here to answer? Just
I'd
dead
say-
silence, just looking at him.
I say I'm Todd, and then I just walk back to the bar.
Just
Ask for another round.
The monkey goes with you to pour you drinks because you all both need one after that.
I just pick up Harry like a little teddy bear, and I'm like, hi.
Okay, so just like general greetings, you kind of just say hi to him. Yeah, so he's just like, well, I don't know what I can do to thank you. Drinks are free, obviously.
Hell yeah.
Stay here as long as you like. Yes, I don't even know what to say. Actually, just one moment. And then he runs out the door. The barkeep's like a little assistant by running the bar, gets y'all drinks. Y'all sit down for a few minutes and rest up. So I'm going to say that during this time, y'all can take a short rest. So anyone who took any damage, what you can do is roll a D8, or for Jakin, a D12, and then add your Constitution, and you gain that much in hit points back. So anyone who's damaged and wants to heal up, you can use that.
Constitution or Constitution modifier?
Modifier.
Okay.
So for you, it'd be a D12 plus 3. So yeah, so you heal 11
back up with full health.
Nice. And then Abigail or anyone else rolling for hit points?
I don't think I took any damage, right?
Yeah, I think I'm the only one that got hit.
Yeah, you did a good job as a tank. So yeah, you all take your short rest and kind of recover. Also, spellcasters, you each gain back 1 first level spell slot for short rests.
Hey.
So just put that in your notes to know that you have that.
Wait,
so you all kind of
mean again?
So do you cast a spell during the combat?
Yeah.
So that means you have 2 spell slots a day, right? Did you mark down when you used one?
No. So I used one during combat and then one after. Is that so I don't have any more spell slots for today?
So yeah, you were out, but since we just took a short rest, you get back 1 at this level.
Okay. I thought I had like 6.
6 spells, but you only have 2 spell slots. So you can choose from 6 to cast, but you can only have 2 castings.
Okay, I get that now.
I know how to make 6 dishes, but I'm only gonna have 2 meals.
Okay, I got it. Yeah, we're good.
So you're back up to 1 spell slot remaining.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and then Kaylin, you're back to 2. Danny, did you use any spells?
I did not, no.
Okay, so you are still at 2. Gotcha. So you all sit down, you have this rest, and the bartender, after a few minutes, comes back in, and he brings with him his brother, who is the local blacksmith, and he says, I heard what you did for that's pretty amazing there. I would be glad to, take y'all's weapons and, do some work on them or whatever. Actually, I've been working on a little pet project, and I think that y'all would really like what I've been doing. I can have it ready for you within a couple of days. And as he's saying that, more people just keep on budging in just to see who the people are that took down these bandits that keep on coming back. And people are peeking in and looking at the dead bodies and going oh, Jesus fucking Christ. Or, or more like Caleb Christ. But, everyone's kind of watching all of this and peeking in. And you see, hey, did anyone loot any of the bodies, by the way? Just, because after the battle.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Sure.
I loot the big guy.
So I will say in total, here's what y'all find. You find 150 gold pieces in total, which you split 6 ways. because that is how gold works.
That's 25 each.
It indeed is. So you each get 25 gold pieces. You find in total 4 scimitars, 4 hand crossbows, a rapier, a shield, and a set of studded leather armor. So for anyone who's wearing regular leather, that is 1 higher AC than you currently have. Would anyone else like the studded leather, or just Kayleen?
I'm totally with Kayleen having it.
Yeah, I'm good with
I'm
just my
fine with-
gold.
I'm fine with Kaylin having it.
So increase your AC by 1. So you're slightly harder to hit now. Okay. And then also, as you kind of like, are checking in with everything, you look outside, you see that these bandits, they rode up on horses. So they left 5 horses outside just kind of hanging out. So you kind of own 5 horses now, and also all of their shit, because that's basically adventurer law. If you kill them, it's yours. So, you like get all your equipment together, the blacksmith, he's promising you, like, he's going to make you some such great items.
I sure hope so.
And, yeah, how long do y'all kind of hang out in the tavern for? Or do y'all do anything just, like, besides drinking, or are you going out in the tavern trying to meet any people?
I see the horses and I'm gone. I'm with the horses.
Oh, so you're
Yeah.
just hanging out. You're hanging out with the horses, just kind of chilling
yeah.
with them. Make an animal handling check for me.
Animal handling. I
Yeah.
I definitely know how to do that.
It's
Go
the
to your
second one.
skill.
I
Like
click
animal
animal handling.
And yeah, I was just about to say with advantage because you know how to speak to animals. Yeah, you
I
you
forgot.
walk up to the horse and you're just like, "Hey, horsey," and then or well, actually, what do you say to the horse? Because you can speak with him.
That's between me and the horse. No, I'm joking.
Well, I'm the horse in this case, so if you want to respond to the horse,
I'm just like, hey man, what's up? You cool with a T-Rex riding you? And then I immediately put Terry on the horse.
and he's like, "I don't know what that small little reptile is, but it doesn't bother me because I am large and big
Yes.
and pretty."
Yes.
He is very happy that he is large and big and pretty. Yes. So you're out there hanging out with the horses. You've instantly made friends with all of these horses.
I move.
Yeah, you can we're not really using a battle map. You can put your character outside. We'll move to something else pretty soon.
Okay.
We're just going through some social time right here and some events. So yeah, as y'all are all kind of chilling about,
Wait, can I do something?
Yeah. Is it in the tavern?
No, I wanted to go see if the horses had anything on them.
The horses. I mean, you look through the packs and you see water skin, some rations, like basic supplies that it's kind of assumed that you always have. You do find, I'll say 20 feet of rope. You do find rope.
Ooh.
Rope's always useful, so that can be in your inventory, Jakin.
Is that under tools?
No, it'd just be in inventory, so in equipment, underneath your gold. But yeah, so as you're all kind of doing these things, you see Jakin and Abigail, you see from outside, a small man, a gnome, is wheeling this cart. And the cart is about a foot high taller than him. So he's reaching up with his arms all the way above his head. And he's kind of rolling down the road towards you. And he stops by and then kind of waddles into the tavern and says, "Who's in charge of killing all of these buffoons?"
And I say
Anyone
Terry.
Depends.
You say T-Rex in? Gotcha.
Jumps down off the stage.
Okay.
Where is this man?
This man is by the entrance, kind of right here.
Jump down off the stage and walk over to him.
Mm-hmm.
I say, it was a group effort.
A group
It
effort.
was a
Well then,
effort.
I have a proposition for you all. They'll reward you in gold and items and this. And he holds up what appears to be a light green with a touch of blue egg, about a little bit bigger than a chicken's egg. And he says, "This is a rare beast, and I want to give it to whoever can help me get back what they stole." And he points at the Goliath on the ground. And specifically, you see him pointing at the little skull that's branded on his armor. Actually, it'd be the armor that you took. So you see him kind of pointing to your shoulder. And he says, if you go to their camp and bring those things back to me, I will reward you handsomely. And this kind of little gnome man, he's like 2 feet tall, by the way, oddly deep voice. But yeah, he's basically offering you some magic items and some gold and a mysterious egg in reward for chasing down these bandits. And he tells you kind of where they're known to be. Do y'all take him up on this?
I say, what good does an egg do us?
This egg is of a very rare creature called the Vogelthop. It is a large beast with fierce talons and maw, and it bonds to one person for life. This beast will serve you loyally, and it will do damage to your foes beyond any other.
So you're giving Abigail another pet.
I'm in. I want the animal.
I mean, I will say this animal will. I'm gonna roll a dice, and it's gonna be randomly who it bonds to. It's like it opens its eyes to the first person it sees, type deal. So we'll see how that happens.
Okay.
And y'all can roll insight if you want, like, because insight, by the way, is to see if he's like telling the truth or anything. So if anyone wants to do that, they can.
I'm doing it.
Okay. Anyone who wants to roll insight checks, make them. Damn, y'all did really good.
Oh wait,
Abigail, you made 2.
Did mine at advantage?
No, not an advantage actually.
I know, I accidentally hit it.
Yeah, you take. So if you ever roll advantage, and you didn't mean to, take the one on the left.
Okay.
But yeah, as you kind of all hear him out, he seems pretty truthful. He's just really pissed that these guys have taken his shit, and he definitely is a big fan of this egg. Like, he does not want to let it go, but he really wants what they stole back. You actually, with the 26 that Abigail got, you see that what they stole had personal sentimental value to him, and it's more about his memories than about the gold. So yeah, this man is willing to give you quite a bit of reward for getting that stuff back. So do you take him up on it?
Yeah.
I mean, I guess so. Why not?
I have nothing better to do.
Yeah, he says, well, you should make with it post haste. After not getting back those other bandits that came here, and he kind of like kicks one of the bodies, spits on him. He says, they'll be moving camp, or sending more, or doing something that's not pleasant, so you may as well get to them before the news does. So I would say with that, are y'all okay with traveling out of town, heading to the bandits?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. So there are 5 horses, so that means that someone's going to have to share a horse.
Tyler can be on mine.
Yeah, actually, Tyler is light enough. I'll say Abigail and Jakin, you definitely have to ride separately because you are the biggest members of the party.
Well,
Jakin, Abigail is taller than you. Terry is a baby T-Rex, Abigail. He is about 1 foot tall.
Can she have like one of those like dog satchel thingies or baby satchels?
Wear him like a backpack.
Yes, he does fit in your backpack.
Sweet.
Just sits in your backpack, his head poking out.
Like, he brings up his little tiny arms and he tries to play with your hair as you're walking past.
Can I
really
just
cute.
like the moment we like step outside, just picks up shiny rocks before we leave?
You want to look for shiny rocks?
I want to get shiny rocks before we leave.
Oh, so are you just looking on the ground or like for a store? Or...
No, just looking on the floor. Just looking on the ground.
Make a perception check.
If I can get my stuff to function for like 2 seconds.
Yeah, just character sheet and click perception.
Font is small, I can't see.
Oh. You got a natural 1.
Sad times.
Yeah, so you're kind of on the horse as y'all are kind of riding out of town, and you look and you see a really shiny rock, like the shiniest rock you've ever seen. It's like really shiny, like super shiny rock. What do you do?
Instantly stop and try to get shiny rock. Like, instantly, like, trying to pick this thing up.
Gotcha. Make a dexterity saving throw. You take 1 piercing damage as when you reach for a rock, it turns around and it's just a crab that has a very shiny back, and it says, and it scurries off. And Abigail, You understand that the little crab is saying "off my fucking lawn" and then runs away.
It's a British crab.
Yes, and very angry. But yeah, you take 1 point of damage.
No.
That's funny.
The natural one gets you. I mean, it's only 1 point. I'll say Jade has an ability. So the ASMR, who hasn't talked much this time, she comes over to you, Danny, and holds her hand out. Do you put your hand in hers?
Yes.
She cups her hand over yours, and you see the pinching wound is gone.
And you become married.
No, she healed you that 1 hit point of damage, so you don't take it.
Aw.
That's the thing
Why,
ASMR can
thank
do.
you.
Yes.
Can I
So
befriend the crab?
What?
Can I befriend the crab?
Well, it's scurried a bit, so make a perception roll to see if you can still find it. With advantage, because it's shiny.
You gotta try and find
Okay,
that
shiny.
shiny crab.
I want the shiny crab. Wait, perception?
Perception with advantage.
Okay.
23. Okay, you see the shiny crab. Do you approach him?
Yes, of course.
Okay, what do you say to him to get him to stop and listen to you?
I say, "Oi, mate," because he's British, and I say, "Can I please get a shiny rock for my friend?"
Make a persuasion check with disadvantage.
Oh no! I did a British accent.
That wasn't very
You
British.
did do a British accent, but also Danny tried to pick him up.
Well,
Yeah, he's very
That is
cheap.
true.
13.
Damn.
Okay. The crab turns around and he says, "Oh, it's all an amethyst over there." And then he points about 20 feet to your left, and you see like a tiny little purple amethyst in the dirt.
oh my gosh.
Ooh.
And then he says, "Go save the queen." And then he scurries off. So off they.
I thought there's a crab queen.
Shit, there might be now. Okay, I'll say you find the amethyst worth like 5 silver pieces, Danny.
Yeah.
Okay, so as we travel out of town, let me see what we get on the traveling randomizer.
Oh, and I give the amethyst to ELTEAL, by the way.
I figured as much.
Yeah.
It's worth 5 silver pieces if y'all ever sell it.
Instant excitement about being gifted a very shiny thing.
Is there a reason why you really like shiny things, or is it just cuz?
Just cause.
Alright, fair
Okay.
enough.
He's part dragonborn.
Exactly.
They like hoarding treasure.
So,
Oh, those.
y'all-
What are those?
Why do they
Oh,
look
sorry.
like pandas?
Ignore the pandas. Ignore the
Are we
pandas.
gonna get attacked by pandas?
No, that was my original plan, but no, I did a travel randomizer thing, so this is what happened instead. So, as you're all traveling on the road, it's been about 2 hours now on horseback. Oh yeah, well, none of the tokens are there because it's not really, we're just kind of traveling, kind of a background for conversation. As you are kind of clopping on, you see a tipped over wagon with boat coming off of it, and you see a woman in distress who seems to be very worried, and her wagon is on fire, and she's calling out for help on the road.
Well, that can't be a good thing.
I want to roll it for insight. Is
Roll
that
for
something I can do? Yeah, like, I want to make sure she's not trapped, you dig?
Sure, roll for
That's fair.
insight. Natural 20.
I just ruined your trap, didn't I?
You see that, as they're screaming for help, you notice that underneath this woman's, like, in her cloak or, like, her wrappings, you see she's holding a dagger, ready for you to stop. So y'all can move past her or stop and, do whatever. It's up to you.
Wait, can Terry try to scare her away with his roar?
Terry, you mean?
Yeah.
Sure. Abigail, I want you to roll a d20.
Well, if you want to do that, Abigail.
If you want Terry to try to scare her, he's gonna do a tiny roar.
I don't know. Okay, the 1d20.
Do a d20 plus 5.
D20 plus 5.
Can I
Natural
also
20.
use a what's it called?
Thaumaturgy?
Yeah, on
Thaumaturgy?
Terry to make him look more scary.
Yeah, I was gonna say roll with advantage, but you got a natural 20 the first try. So this woman, she's kind of luring you all into a trap, and suddenly the Furbolg holds up this tiny T-Rex, and he just goes and just like rips through the valley. You see birds fly off in the distance. You hear animals like pounding on the ground as like stampedes happen around, and you see this woman just like eyes go wide, and she just turns around and bolts into the forest. Like, what was that?
You said, did we win?
You scared off the fucking woman.
Let's go, Terry.
Yeah, I mean, it's just kind of a random travel encounter. I didn't even plan for that to be a trap. It's just supposed to be someone who needed help, but you got a natural 20, so I wanted to make it feel like it was worth something.
I ruined your trap.
Exactly, you
I've
did.
been planning it for weeks.
Yeah. So y'all reach camp outside of the bandits' place, and I will say at this point, actually, as you've kind of traveled and you're kind of setting up camp, because you've basically reached a distance to where like you're supposed to lay back, because if you get any closer, they might spot you. So this is kind of like home base for your attack on the bandits. So do any of y'all talk with anything to each other about anything?
Yeah. We haven't really introduced ourselves to each other.
I mean, like, if y'all want to, like, kind of, as you, like, we can assume that you kind of got past the, like, hello, I'm this person. If you want to ask each other any questions, or if you want to do introductions with each other, if you'd like to, just like, I didn't really get a chance to say it back there type deal. But yeah, y'all are welcome to do that.
I didn't really get a chance to thank you all for helping me evade those thieves during my performance. But I don't know what I would have done if you weren't there to help me.
I just like killing stuff, so it's all good with me.
I mean, the crowd tends to get pretty rowdy, but I've never been attacked like that before.
Well, bro, if you ever need backup, I got my bagpipes, so just let me know.
That was the greatest sentence.
And Abigail, where is Terry right now?
He's just chilling with me. He's like swarming his little teeny tiny hands by the fire.
Yeah, all of y'all. No one's ever seen a T-Rex in Listle. Like you just see this weird, like almost a bird but thicker, and it looks kind of like a crocodile. It's just a weird combination of animals for you, and it has really short arms. Like it's so stupid how short its arms are. Like it's ridiculous that it exists.
Okay, then I'm like, hey, Lorax, what the heck is that thing?
It's a Terry Rex, and he's adorable. And how dare you question him?
What does a Terry Rex even mean?
Yeah, what does that mean?
Yeah.
You can't just say his name.
I feel like this needs no explanation. He is a Terry Rex. I just vibe in the forest with some animals, and I just happened upon him one day. I was like, LOL, want to be friends? And he's stuck around, so.
Fair enough. That's fair. Yeah. That's fair.
By the way, do you have any specific type of voice for, like, Terry? That, like, you, like, when you talk with him, does he sound like a certain way to you?
It's
Make him
like,
Italian.
have you seen Meet the Robinsons?
No.
Yes.
It's like the T-Rex in that, where like he's kind of speaking, but he's like not.
But it's like mostly gibberish.
Have you mentioned?
Yeah.
Abigail, do you mention to the others that you can speak animal and plant?
No, I just like to freak them out when it happens.
Just make everybody uncomfortable.
So,
yeah.
Jagan, when you.
Oh, just so everyone knows, when Harry's speaking, he just does charades, so you guys can only communicate with him through charades, apparently.
Yeah.
Charades.
So Jake, and as you kind of like a go, what the fuck is that thing? You see that Terry looks up at Lorax and goes and like moves his arms, and Lorax, you hear that guy has really funny hair.
Yes.
Hey, burn, Terry.
Hey, Lorax.
Yeah.
Can I play a game of charades with Terry? Like, how would I set that up?
Yeah,
Can you
he's
communicate with him?
No, I just want to play like a casual game. Like he thinks of a word, and I gotta guess it. You know.
Just for funsies.
yeah, it's almost like 20 questions. Like you just gotta think of like a creature or an animal or something, and he'll just like act it out.
Gotcha.
Assuming we don't have movies, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, yeah. So make a animal handling check with disadvantage.
Move.
Wait, me?
Jake.
Right?
Yeah,
Okay.
for charades. And then Terry's gonna make an insight check to try to see what the hell you're saying. His wisdom is a -2, and he's not proficient in insight.
That's fine though, because he got those tiny arms.
The little tiny arms.
Got a 5.
That was his best.
So, Jake, and what word did you choose?
Oh, geez, I didn't think this far ahead.
What is the word that you to choose?
The game.
Okay, blood.
Blood.
Oh yeah.
Okay. You see, Abigail. You understand that Terry's going like, and you hear him say, "I think maybe cheese." And that's as close as he's getting. He got cheese from that.
Okay, he tried his best.
I'd
Yeah.
say close enough, and give him a high five.
High five.
Oh.
Okay, tight. He reaches up with his little hands and he gives you a high five. And it's his hand is so small, by the way. Like his whole hand fits within your palm.
Yeah, that makes sense.
He's very little. Like he's like the size of a house cat.
Very precious baby.
He's a precious baby. So with that high five, all of you level up to level 2.
Heck yeah.
Oh, so it's like a slow-mo high five freeze frame, and we're all just
like the awesomeness of the high five just amps up everything. So y'all are all at camp. You've rested. It's now in the dead of night. You have the opportunity, if you wish, to do some stealth recon to get a kind of an image of what you're going up against, / maybe get the drop on the bandits, depending on whether you want to go after them, whether you want to set up a trap, whether you want to just kind of sneak in, take them down one by one. Yeah, so when you left the town, that gnome that was going to give you magic items and stuff, he basically described to you that since these bandits come so often, the townsfolk have worked together, like almost like a GoFundMe, but for crime, to like pinpoint where they could be coming from. And so you know that the general location they're in, and you got close enough to where you can see fire from campfire smoke. And so you're fairly certain that you know where they are. So now you're doing scouting to see exactly how many numbers there are of them, and like to get some info and maybe get the drop on them, so you can deal a lot of damage and surprise them.
If I use a spell now, does that count against one of my spell slots for the day?
Yes, because you are already rested, and so yeah. What spell would you want to use, by the way?
Well, I was thinking about doing detect magic to see if there is anything going on, but if it's going to use up one of my spell slots, I probably won't.
Well, you can do detect magic as a ritual, so you can just take minutes to cast it without spending a spell slot.
Oh, okay.
That's fair.
I'll just do that then.
Yeah. So yeah, as you're resting and kind of like during basically the level up thing, you take a few minutes to get the spell working, and everyone else you see, she does some motions with her hands, and suddenly a light appears in front of her eyes. And as you look around, you see a few like colors, and from learning this spell that the colors represent different schools of magic, and like you see faint remnants, little swirls, like basically how D&D works. And there's a magic weave, and it's like the fabric of the magical universe. And so like you can see like stress from like where spells have been cast in this area before, but you don't currently see any active magic. So it's more just like people have fought here, but like there's nothing going on right now. Also, you can keep that up like as you kind of go to investigate them, so you can see if they have any magic stuff.
me a little bit.
Yeah, so you can have it with you when y'all go. So I'm guessing y'all are gonna go scouting on the bandit camp.
Yeah.
Because I mean, you're rescued, you've arrived. Is everyone going scouting, or only some of you? How do you want to do this?
So I was thinking, because I'm big and large and loud, my thought would be I just play defense on the camp, just so no one tries to steal our crap, and then you guys can tell me what is up there. What do you guys think of that?
Yeah.
Wait,
Would you like a DM opinion, or would you like to make a decision as a party? Just for first-time D&D stuff and knowing what's ahead. If we can play this how we're going to play this regardless, but I will say, Jakin, you have the most hit points. You are the best at defending any damage. You know how no one got damaged in that last fight? There are going to be more enemies. They're going to be a little bit tougher, and if you aren't taking hit points, that means someone else is.
So I should go scouting?
It'd be more useful as a group. If y'all still want to split up and see how that goes, you're welcome to. It will make it more interesting.
Well, what do you guys think? Like everyone else.
Teamwork makes the dream work.
Yeah,
and
now
splitting
I'm
up
a little
is for
worried to split
Danny,
up.
Danny, you think back to the fight and you remember when he took like an axe in his pec and he didn't even flinch, and you're like, I don't think I can do that. And like you're looking at your plate armor and realizing just how much separates his skin from yours, and you have scales and still. So are we doing like group sneak and effort?
Yes, group sneak.
Yes, group sneak.
I would like everyone to give me a stealth check. Danny at disadvantage because you're in heavy armor. Don't worry, so long as the majority of the group passes, you'll be fine.
It's just
stealthy.
Yeah, normal for everyone else. Yes, please.
Oh, and I get +2 for that dexterity thing, right? So it's a 14. Am I doing that right?
It's already included when you make the roll, because it's already included when you make the roll.
Okay.
Oh my gosh, the rogue got a natural 1. That's funny. Yeah, okay. So
even
the group
at
as the majority.
What happened?
Yeah, at disadvantage, you just rolled a 19 and an 11.
And my stealth is bad. So how did this happen?
You're secretly sneaky.
You rolled an 18 and a 10 on the dice. Okay, good luck.
Secretly very sneaky.
Y'all approach the hideout. So
yeah, what are those blue things?
Those are wolves.
Oh, dogs?
Because I can be friends with.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
Befriend animals?
So, really quickly, possibly. So here's what's gonna happen. We'll say that y'all enter. And feel free to resize your characters down to the size of the squares on this map, because they are a little bit bigger right now.
How would we do that?
Just drag it in the corner like it's an image in like Microsoft Word.
Okay.
Like clicking your character, you see the little box, you can shrink them down.
Oh, there we go.
When I click on my character, nothing happens.
Yeah, you can. You click on them, you can move them.
Yeah, no, I'm clicking on them and nothing's happening.
Yeah, it's not letting me move it. I was able to do it before, but now I can't.
Oh my
there
gosh, I hate this. Why? It's making... Wait, no, it's making me do the thing where... Okay. Aileen, yours should work. That should be fine. Danny, there's yours. Jakin, here is your character, and Abigail, here is yours. I did have to manually alter the controls. So, everyone can move their character just fine?
Yay.
Yeah, I'm good.
Okie dokie. I will say you all approach from the southwest, so you can be anywhere. I'm gonna lower you real quick. Y'all can be anywhere kind of below this line as you approach.
Wait, sorry, how do we resize our characters?
You just kind of.
It wouldn't let me adjust their
Yes,
size.
Oh, it might just be a me thing then. Sorry, I got it. It's fine. It's more so just to like let you more easily space yourself in the square, because this map you won't snap your location, so you just have to kind of put yourself there. But yes. So as y'all approach from the south, can I have y'all actually real quick, just so you don't technically know. Can I have you all make a perception check for me?
Perception. Whoa.
Yes.
If I wanted to do danger sense, would that do anything where we're at?
The feature danger sense for you. That just gives you advantage on dexterity saving throws. So like,
Okay.
if someone's trying to like catch on fire, that's what that's for. It's like Spidey sense. Okay. ELTEAL and Abigail, with your perception checks, you see, you can like kind of with looking. I'll say y'all can sneak up to. Let's say you can get to like on around this side of the camp, against the walls without anyone being able to notice y'all.
All right.
So yeah, if you want to move your character tokens, kind of like over here in trees. Yeah, so as you kind of peek through the walls, you notice a few things. One, you notice there are a heck of a lot more bandits. And here, yeah, I was just kind of rearranging them. Yeah, so you notice all of these.
I see.
So you count in total 12 humans and 3 wolves. Not humans, Goliaths, half orcs, there are gnomes, varied races, but humanoids. I would say also that all of you can move up a bit closer. Bring my rear guard closer. Scoot you in. Yeah. So actually, I was thinking more like, to where you're not seen by the wolf. Yeah. So you see their number, and you kind of know how many. Now here's the thing. This is who they are, and this is where they are. Y'all handle this however y'all want to handle this. Come up with any strategy. Ask me if you can do a thing to try to make something happen. You can come up with a plan. But at the end of the day, the completion goal for this, and I'm not sure about using the ruler right now because it might not measure because he says 41.7 with that because it's a different scale size. So just know that each square is 5 feet, and just kind of like count the squares. I'm sorry to say that, but if you can. I know it sucks, but if you zoom in, it's not too bad. But yeah, the camp is about like 50 feet by like 70 feet wide. Inside, you can see these guys right here. This boy and this boy, they are Goliaths, like the first one you saw in the bar, and they also have that skull branding on their armor, and you kind of recognize. They also look pretty familiar. Yeah.
You mentioned that the armor I took from them has the skull brand. Do they think that I'm on their side?
You notice that everyone who's worn the skull branded armor has been a Goliath.
Okay.
So
and that it seems like make a perception check.
Me?
Yeah.
You just short.
Kayleen, make a perception check.
10.
Okay. You think that those Goliaths look similar? Like maybe they might be related or something.
Okay.
Like that they might these might be guys who know each other and they probably like grew up together. So it'd be really hard to try to be like, hey, I'm one of the boys. Like they're family, not like just kind of like random guys that got tagged together. So yeah. I mean, what do y'all want to do? Y'all can make a plan. All 4 of y'all
Can
together.
Can I propose we befriend the wolves first?
Okay.
Okay.
I think that's gonna be a little bit difficult to do with the bad guys that are near the wolf.
You have to leave with the wolf.
Well, yes.
Another option is that I can do the spirit totem thing and give everybody extra hit points. But I
Well,
mean,
you can
we
do
kind
that,
of
like-
need to be like together and in a good area to fight, right?
Yeah, well, they get those extra hit points when you cast it. They keep them when they leave the area.
Oh, so it doesn't have to be in like a certain
Yeah, they
area?
don't have to stay in the area. It just you give those temporary hit points to whoever's in that area when you first have that effect come into effect.
Then
So
can I
it's
just
more
do
like
it now?
Yeah, well, you can do it now, but it would be more like a thing that you do, like on your first turn of combat, because, and let me just make sure I have this right as far as the duration of it goes. So the effect only lasts for 1 minute, so you wouldn't want to do it now because
Okay.
it would wear off the real fight. So it would be more like a first round of combat type deal.
All right.
Okay, so yeah, so first plan that's been proposed: lure the wolves and try to befriend them and get them on your side.
Yes.
Alien.
I think we should try and work because we're on a good side, like there of the camp, to where like the guys that are out in the forest can't really see us or like don't see us yet. I think we should use this opportunity to attack from the left.
So you're thinking like right here by the big guy and his wolf?
Yeah.
Okay. My only thought with that is if we did that, then we'd be like, we'd have to take down the big guy and the wolf, and then it gives everyone else time to get on us. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I mean, I say y'all have a few options as far as divide and conquer, or try to lure a group away and then take them out individually. Whatever y'all decide. I will say, these guys, I'll give y'all 10 minutes to plan real life. While I say these guys are kind of like walking around.
Yeah.
So they will
Okay.
eventually reach over to your side, but it won't happen for 10 minutes in real time. So y'all have that time to plan.
All right.
So what if we
we could do like 3 and 3, but I don't know if that's a good idea.
Yeah, the issue with that is I'm the one tank, so if we did split up, then I can only soak damage for half of us.
I
Yeah.
have the most advantage persuading animals.
Yeah, but you don't have the most advantage persuading big guys.
Yeah, Eileen's good at dealing with people, so she can like maybe do a deception check, or like try to imitate someone's voice, or to call out to them to lure someone out.
Actually,
Also, I will say some of you do have the spell Disguise Self, so you could look like the bandit. Like you can make one of you look like the bandit and do a deception check to like pretend to be one of them if you wanted to like sneak in to get the animal and like give a signal or something to be like rush him now, like after like you surprise him. And like y'all have to jump on these guys, so whatever's going to happen is, so long as you don't let them catch you first, if you surprise them the first round of combat, they don't get to act. All of you get to go, and then combat starts basically the next round with them being able to move.
So wait, I can do disguise self so that they don't think I'm one of them or whatever, and then I can befriend the wolves while I'm disguised?
So you can make yourself look like one of the bandits. You might have to make a check to see if you're believable. I would recommend it to someone that has a decent chance of deception, slash someone who is like, if maybe two of y'all were guards, like, because I know that Katie has herself, she has deception, so like one of you could trick them and one could lure the animal, and like y'all could help each other with the skills.
yeah, what if Kayleen, you and Abigail went to like right here, and then you dealt with the guard, and then Abigail got the wolf?
Yeah, Kayleen does not have disguise self. But I could say like someone with disguise self could lure the guard over and like talk to them, and then like someone could like try to befriend the wolf and get it away from them.
Okay, so how about this? Abigail and I deal with the wolf and the guard that are to our right. Abigail will disguise herself as a guard, if that's okay.
I will say the guard right by the front entrance, he is one of the two beefier people. So he has like 40 hit points instead of like 11 type of deal.
Wait, which front edge? Oh wait, no, you're talking about
So-
like that one.
These guys
Yeah.
are the Goliaths. They are the strong ones. All of these are your dime a dozen bandits and the wolves, but these guys are your heavy hitters, and so keep in mind that they will take a few rounds to go down, and they aren't like the type of people that you can just one and done.
So it would take a
Okay,
couple
okay.
of us to really get that guy down. And we'd have
But
to
if
do
we
it
have a wolf
fast.
on our side.
That's true.
Wait, how many of us can disguise ourselves?
Kayleen does not have disguise self. Danny, do you have that spell on your list?
I don't believe so.
On the cleric spell list?
No. Let me double check. I don't believe so, but let me double check.
Because if you and Abigail have it, then I had this thought, but I don't know how good of a thought it is. You two could pretend to be guards, taking us in as prisoners, because we just killed a bunch of them. And then boom, befriend the wolves, sneak attack.
Only Abigail has disguise self. So
I
she'd have to
do
be the one to
not,
do it. However,
but
Abigail could.
I also
Abigail's
do
the
have
only one who
speak
could
with
actually pretend
animals.
to be a Goliath, though. You do.
I do,
You have
yeah.
that spell, but also. So I will say this. Abigail is the only one who can pretend to be a guard that's a Goliath because she is 7 feet tall. Also,
That's
Abigail
true.
can speak with animals all the time, which means that she can, like, kind of say, "Oh, I'm relieving you of your post" or whatever, and then talk to the like wolf and like tell the wolf to talk to the other wolves and like sneakily kind of start a little insurrection so the wolves like initiate the fucking combat or some shit like that.
I like that.
I like that as well.
Do y'all like that plan?
Abigail,
that
you want to
plan.
do that?
Sure.
So
Okay.
you'll like.
So,
Go
Abigail, are you
back.
going in solo?
Sure. I disguise myself as the Goliath. I go up to him like, hey dude, you can chill. I got it. Okay?
Okay. So you see this guy and he goes, Johnny, is that you? Been seeing you
Nice
in fucking 4.5 hours. Yeah, you did that little raid on Littleton. Hey, where are the boys at?
I say, the boys, they we're just grabbing a drink at the tavern, but they'll be right back.
Oh, those fucking irresponsible lights. I mean, staying 12 hours away and just making you walk back all on your own, Cousin John, that is just a disgrace. And then he looks at you for a second. So make a deception check with advantage because you look just like Cousin Johnny.
Wait,
Which, by the way, that's the Goliath you killed. That's the one that Jake can chop the head off of.
Yeah, real quick though, before she does that, can I kind of sneak in a little closer just as backup, or is that a dumb idea?
Hide in a bush somewhere.
I'll say you can get as close as like.
Because I was thinking I just hide like right here.
Yeah, you can get to like right here-ish, and like you're within distance to where you can like reach her and fight with her if you need to.
Okay.
So yeah, make your deception check with advantage, Abigail. 13. I'll say. He kind of looks at you and goes, "Yeah, those boys, they are something else." Well, yeah, I guess I'll go turn in. Yeah, you just remember to send those boys back in after 4 to relieve them for the second watch. And he goes in and he starts to bring the dog with him. Do you say anything to like keep the dog with you or anything?
Yeah, I say, hey there, buddy, I keep the bulky boy with me because I'm a little bit tired after that whole darn rebels. So I think I'll just keep the wolf with me for some backup.
Hey Abigail, are you using headphones?
No,
Gotcha.
Okay.
You're just a little close to your mic, so a lot of that got frayed out.
I am not at all close to my mic.
Oh, it just clipped out for the audio. Did anyone else get that?
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Weird.
Yeah, I
Yeah, I
understood
caught
the
the
majority
gist
of what you
of
said. So he goes like, "Yeah, I guess I can leave the little buddy with you." And so he walks back, and actually he's gonna go to his tent and just kind of take a chill. You have the wolf there.
I'm gonna do Discord on my phone to see if that's better.
Sure thing, sure thing.
Oh my god.
Anyway, Abigail sucks, am I right?
By the way,
Taylor.
guys, how are we doing? Are we having fun?
Yeah, this is sick.
Yeah, this is a lot of
Sweet.
fun.
I feel way less nervous because it's way easier than I thought. Okay, give us a test.
You're doing good. This is awesome.
Nice.
I'm excited for everyone else to be able to join.
Yeah, and we're actually on pace for around where I thought we would be for tonight.
Are you able to hear me now?
Yeah.
Yeah, much better too. Yeah, so he leaves you alone with the dog. What do you say to the dog?
I say, hey, doggy, can I think that you should help us out here, and we'll give you all the treats that you want. You should go tell your other doggy boys to join us for good treats.
The dog looks up at you and he says, "You won't hit me."
I say, no, I give you treats and you can play with Terry.
He says, I can eat steak again."
Yeah, all the steak you want.
You see the dog just goes prancing in happily, kind of like barking a little bit, just kind of roaming around here, making a circle around the camp. And you see like kind of the bandits look over because like the dogs aren't like usually supposed to say anything. And you see this guy right here, he like reaches out and kicks the dog as it walks past.
Oh no.
And you see with that, these two, they start growling at that one bandit. And you see they kind of approach, and like some of the bandits are like, "Hey, chill out with that," kind of like trying to restrain him. And then these two are gonna charge in on this bandit. All three of them are. I'm gonna say that starts combat.
Yeet.
The dog revolution has begun.
Let's go.
Everyone roll initiative.
Oh, hey, while we're doing that, guys, do we want to come in from the left, like a behind attack, or are we following with the dogs?
Y'all can decide that on your turn.
I forgot where initiative.
Wait, did you get my initiative turn? It came up with a thing, like an
Yeah,
alert thing.
did you guys get mine?
I see what you said. I just have to manually input them.
Oh, okay.
Alright.
Abigail got 17.16. Kayleen got 17.16. That's funny. ELTEAL, you got 19.13. Hey, you did better this time.
Yay!
And then Jakin, you got 11.6. Sorry, not first. 11.16. Exactly. And then I need to roll initiative for Ash and our monkey boy. So there's Ash, and here is George. Initiative. And then we're just going to put him over there. We're also going to get Ash, and we're going to put her over there. We're going to see what they got for their initiative. So Ash got a 19.2, which is fantastic. And George got a 15.2. And let me pull up second level monk so I know what I can do with him. And yes, okay. So now we're just going to organize this into, like what it makes sense as. 11.6, 15.2, 17. Okay, and now time to roll bandit initiative. They got a 23.
Cheating.
But because they're surprised, bandits don't get to go. So I'm gonna just use this guy to add a turn into the turn order. So they're gonna go first next round. However, basically they're gonna go effectively as last for this round. But yeah, so they are at 23. And then the wolves are also going to have their own initiative, which will be come on, 10. They go at the bottom of the round. So the wolves start the fight, but end up being the slowest to attack somehow. It's the effort that counts. So the bandits' turn gets skipped over because they're surprised. So the rogue, hearing the growling and snarling, is going to, let's see. trying to think of things they can do. They're going to hide as a bonus action, first of all. So I'm going to roll a stealth check for Ash, which 13, that beats their passive perception, so she's hidden. And then she is going to come up to this square, and actually she's gonna dash to get all the way up to here, to where she can kind of see into here, and then get ready for a sneak attack for her next turn. So that's gonna be her turn. So Danny, you are up. What do? You hear wolves snarling. You hear and see through the cracks of the wood bandits starting to get to their feet and rush towards the sound of the commotion. What action do you take?
I think I'm gonna follow suit and head more towards the area where they are moving away from. It's kind of catch by surprise.
So, like here?
Yeah. Right there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay. And that's your whole turn? Did you do anything else?
Nope, that's it for now.
Okay, Abigail, your turn. Would you like to activate your spirit totem?
Sure. Wait, would that help everybody though?
It would only help the people you choose. So Terry and your allies and you, but no one else.
I mean, like, are they close enough to me where it would help all the allies?
Let me see. So 1, 2, 3. Yes, you are all within a 60 foot diameter.
Okay, sure.
Yes, you can do that.
Then I'll
Everyone,
do the bear spirit one.
yes, so that's your bonus action. Everyone gains 7 temporary hit points. So put that in your temporary hit point section. Basically, whenever you get dealt damage, you take it away from your temporary hit points before you take it away from your regular.
All right.
It's like a little shield for you. Everyone got that?
All right.
Okie dokie. And speaking of, I should also add that for George and Ash. So you also have your action. Do you want to cast a spell or go into wild shape, or what do you want to do?
I probably don't want to do a spell because I think that would hurt the Wolfie boys.
I mean, with Ice Knife, yeah, but you could also like aim it past them and like get these 3 guys.
Sorry, hit what 3 guys?
Like you could aim the Ice Knife like through here, like thread the needle and just like hit these 3 guys.
Alright, sweet, let's do that.
Yeah, so make a ranged spell attack. Which one of these schmucks do you want to hurt, like, initially? Like, to throw the Ice Knife at?
Probably the far one.
The far one? Cool. Okay, so make a ranged spell attack. So that's going to be a d20 plus 7.
A d20 plus 7?
A d20 plus 7.
Yikes.
Oh.
11? An 11 just hits their AC.
Nice.
You barely hit him.
Just barely.
Like one lower, and that's a full miss.
Okay.
Yeah.
But a hit is still a hit.
So a hit is still a hit. That is true. So I'm just going to throw that in chat real quick so I can see the effects. So yeah, roll a d10 piercing damage for him. And then they are all going to make dexterity saving throws. So this one's for the first guy. He fails. This one's for the second guy. He succeeds. Third guy, he fails. So this dude takes half damage of that 2d6. But so roll a d10 for the far guy, and then roll 2d6 for everyone. So, okay, so he takes 3 piercing damage. And then roll 2d6.
2d6.
Oh my gosh, okay. So this guy is very low. This guy is pretty offended, and this guy that was the closest to you also very offended as ice shards splinter into their ribs and their calves, and like they just hear wolves, and suddenly there's ice penetrating them, and they're looking around, and they don't know what's happening, and everything just hurts. Yeah, you're wrecking their shit.
The mass confusion.
Okay, so next is going to be exactly.
Can I chuck Terry in there?
Pardon?
Can I chuck Terry at the closest ranger or the robber, whatever person?
You can't because you already used your bonus action to use your bear totem.
Oh, okay. He's just chilling then.
Yeah, commanding Terry is a bonus action. So next that is Allura.
Alrighty. I'm gonna move first.
Okay. You can move 6 squares, or when you're moving diagonals, 1.5 squares. You can move 6 in total. When you move diagonal, it counts as 1.5 for diagonal movement.
Okay. I moved.
Okay.
So I'm closer to the thorax.
I see. And what are you gonna do?
And I am going to. Can I?
Can everyone hear Kayleen okay, by the way?
Yeah.
I can.
Yeah.
Sweet. Okay. Can I throw my dagger?
Yes, you can. Daggers are light weapons, so you can throw them. Well, so you'd have to get. Let's say you get like right here. Who are you throwing it at? This guy? Oh, the boy that's about to be mauled? You're just making his day worse?
Yeah.
He kicked a puppy. He has to die. Okay. So make a ranged attack. So a D20 plus dexterity plus proficiency. You can also click dagger. Yeah. Sweet. So that definitely hits him, and Kayleen throws or Laura throws a dagger, and it just lands in this guy's ribs solidly, and he just goes. It's also his puppy's coming on him, and he's like, I don't know what to do, and he's just crying. Like his whole life, karma just hit him harder than a Mack truck. He's having a horrible day. That brings us to our monkey boy. Let's get this drunk monkey started. Oh dear God, I just realized he has his speed bonus at this level. Oh shit. I just realized a thing I could do. Okay.
That's not scary at all.
No. So our monkey boy is going to spend a key point to, as a bonus action, dash, which means he can move 100 feet, and use a tabaxi ability to double that, which means he can move 200 feet this turn.
Okay.
With that, our boy is going to run up here, make his first attack against our boy right here, getting a flanking bonus from Jade, because she's right around that corner. So he's going to make an attack slash roll. Shoot, it's a D20 plus. Oh, I don't know why I'm trying to do it automatically. It's in his list. I'm dumb. At advantage, pelvic thrust. What do we get? 22 to hit, 7 damage. Yeah, he pumps 7 damage into this guy, and because he has the mobile feat, that means he can run away from him and attack him again. Or attack a different guy. Perfectly fine. Why can I not move this? Ooh. That's weird. Wait, things are moving? Are they working again? Oh, that's strange. My mouse just got misaligned for some reason. Like I had to go to the right of things to control them. That's gonna be annoying.
That's not a fun time.
Well, no. So anyway, regardless, yeah, he does 7 damage to him. Sorry, I was just looking for that guy's health. It does get a little bit distracting trying to keep track of everything. Yes. So he does 24 in total, which means that. Dang it. Okay. Boom. He is now down to. Sorry, my brain just completely short-circuited there, guys. And then Monkey Boy is going to. I think he's literally going to go in, punch this guy twice in the face, and go out. I think that's what Tyler would want to do.
Yeah, it is.
That's a natural 20, so he does 11 damage with his second pelvic thrust as he grabs this guy and just gives him 2 to the back, and then leaves and doesn't even call him like a good date. Yeah, like rude in that night. He just humped this guy's dreams away. So that's fantastic. So, oh yeah, and then he's like still has probably plenty of feet of movement. So I'm gonna say he goes all the way back here. He runs here, humps this guy twice, runs back to support you. What a great friend. Nice. Jakin, it is your turn, my guy. Who are you going to ruin?
I don't think I can even move close enough to ruin anyone right now.
You know what I'll say for like, why not? You know, for the sake of things. You can get. Do you want to like kind of enter the camp and like try to get in with main combat and like attack a bunch of people at once?
Well, so my thought was that we already got 3 people and the wolves on the right side, so I'd come up and take up the left. But since
Yeah, like support this flank.
Yeah.
Okay, so here's what I'll say. You can get. I will let you dash, and as part of that, so you can get to like, let's say, do you want to be inside the camp or just about to get in there?
I want to be close enough to hit the big guy.
Okay, I'll say you get right up to his face, and that. I'll say you can make one attack against him. Why not?
Okay.
I mean, you went through all the trouble just to get to him.
All right, great axe and
I'm assuming you're raging.
What?
I'm assuming you're raging.
Of course.
Oh wait, hold on, real quick, Jake, and I just realized something that I might need to take into account for your character sheet.
I'm also reckless attacking too.
That's perfectly fine. So you have an advantage. Sorry, did I just click that? That me. Lo siento. Ignore that. I just wanted to check something real quick. It's also hard to control it with a my mouse being a little bit messed up. Let's see. Yeah, just I'm looking at your attack real quick, Jakin. So just don't touch that for a second. Thanks. But actually, that's this. Technically, yeah, I forgot to add your rage damage to your great axe. So yeah, so it just does 2 more damage than it did before because I just forgot to include that before because I just realized that he's raging, so he has rage damage.
Okay.
Yeah, so you make an attack with the great axe. Go ahead and do that with advantage.
All right, advantage on.
22 to hit, definitely hits. 15 slashing. You see this guy is looking pretty fucking bruised. Like, he's definitely below half health, but like, he still has a little bit of fight left in him, and he's gonna get it on your ass when he can. That's gonna bring us to our wolves. They are all 3 of them going to attack this guy, who, by the way, has 6 hit points left.
He's having a really
and they all
bad
get advantage
day.
on their attack.
Oh, it sucks to suck.
Yeah, he's having a horrible day. So D20 plus 4, 2D4 plus
kicking dog.
Yeah, that's what you get for kicking a doggo.
4.
In front of a druid, no less.
And then, I mean, I'm gonna roll the damage just to see, like, you know, if one of them goes to attack someone else. So yeah, first one kills him. Literally, the first one tries to start out immediately. So he's zilched. So the other 2, knowing that, go to attack this guy. I'm just gonna say those previous hits roll for that. So we're gonna roll total damage of 44 plus 4. Plus 4, that's 15. They just take 2 of these guys out instantly, mauling them. And like, so these wolves has just walked in, killed 2 people, and are ready to wreak hell and get their steak because someone finally treated them with kindness, and now they know they're worth it.
Yay!
That's their turn.
I like that there's one guy just to the far right. It's not gonna be able to do anything.
He's not an actual guy. He's just there for the combat order, so that the bandits disappear from initiative. Funny. So ignore him. Yeah.
Actually gonna attack us?
No, this one here is literally just for the sake of, so that when you kill one of them, that their initiative doesn't go away.
What about the 3 that are...
The 3 that are to the north? Oh yeah, they're there. They were sweeping the perimeter. So speaking of, it's the bandits' turn. So here's how we're gonna handle this. We're gonna have our small guys go first. So these guys, hearing all this noise, get to like about here-ish. They don't get very far. Actually, they're going to use their turn to dash, so they can go to here. Then this guy seeing the wolves, he is going to go and make attacks against Kayleen, as is this guy. And then they are going to go here. He's going to come out and make attacks against you as well, Jakin.
Oh my god.
And then these guys, actually, you know what? This guy, he's going to stay back, and he's going to attack these wolves while these two go for the wolves as well. So, now I'm going to resolve all of these attacks. So, who should we start with? Let's start with Jakin, because you have hit points and you're raging, so this shouldn't hurt too badly.
Yeah.
First boy, cousin Jimmy, by the way, is his name. He's going to make 2 attacks against you. I'll be kind and say that he doesn't make them two-handed yet. He doesn't think you're worth it yet. You haven't done too much damage.
Ooh.
So a D8 plus 3 is a D20 plus 5 to hit. So I should roll D20 plus 5. So I'm gonna roll 4 of them, but it's just with advantage, just so you know. So he gets 2 hits, and one of them is a natural 20. So he's gonna do critical damage. Okay.
Okay.
So just don't freak out if you see big numbers. D8 plus 3. Gotcha. So he does in total.
Forgot the slash.
I know,
Oh, yeah, just a minute.
but now you know how much you're about to take. You take half of that. So you take 11 points of slashing damage. Or, sorry, he has a Morning Star. I actually didn't note it. So it's basically a mace that's bigger and spikier. So you take 11 points of piercing damage as he brings it down into your shoulder, and you feel the bone crunch a little underneath his strike. And then he brings a second one down in your other, and he's just trying to crush you and smack you into the earth. And that's his turn. The guy next to him is going to make his one attack against you. He's just really inspired by the other dude. 22 hits, right?
Oh, yeah, 22 hits.
And then he does 3 damage against you, slashing damage, as he cuts you with that scimitar. What are you at?
I'm at 18.
18? Nice. That resist. Wait, you're at 18?
Yeah, because of the temporary hit points.
Temporary
7 of those.
saved your ass. Nice.
Yeah.
Thank
Thank
God
you,
for
Abigail.
Abigail, right? Yes. So this guy, he's going to make a ranged attack against one of the wolves. Because he's an asshole. It's a plus 6, a D10 plus 3 damage. Slash to roll. D20 plus 6. 10 to hit. I think, good news for you, that misses. Yes, they have an AC of 13. Okay. So he misses an attack on the wolf. However, these bandits do get their attacks. And they're with advantage. So 2 of the attacks hit. So 1 for each wolf. So it's a D6 plus 3. D6 plus 1 for each of them. So one of them takes 7. They both take 7 damage. Jeez. Okay, so they are both. The wolves are looking pretty hurt as you see these guys bring down a scimitar, and one of them cuts the wolf across the shoulder, and you hear him go and whimper, and then another one, he cuts wolf, and it catches him by the ear, and you see the wolf loses the top part of his ear as the scimitar, slices down his shoulder. It is animal abuse up in here. Someone call PETA. We come to the. Actually, this guy. Actually, both these guys. So, Kayleen.
Yes.
You are in range for a ranged attack and some scimitars. So these first 2 attacks are with advantage. That's what the first 4 rolls are for. That's a D23, not a D20 plus 3. So a 20 and a 21 hit you, right?
Yeah.
Got you. So you take 7 damage from these 2 cutting in scimitars to you. There's your temporary. And then the 2 guys further from you are going to make ranged attacks. So luckily they're not as good with that. And they don't have advantage. Only one of them hits you, I'm pretty sure, the 20.
Yeah.
And then they are using, I think, hand crossbows. So luckily the damage isn't that bad. It's only a d6 plus 1. You take 6 piercing damage as one of them manages to get a crossbow. You dodge one, but then you fall into the other as it lodges itself in your shoulder. And that is the bandit's turn. I believe. Yes. So next we go to Jade. Jade is hiding. Jade gets to make a sneak attack against this boy. So we are going to go into her thing real quick and then click sneak attack. And then an 11. No, it's sneak. Oh, I forgot. I'm dumb. Have to roll at advantage. Disregard that, guys. 24 to hit. Yes, that hits. Doing 14 piercing damage. You see Jade. Well, actually, you don't see her, but then suddenly you do as Ash peeks out from the trees and forces her rapier between this guy's ribs. And you see the pain is burning, you can see in this guy's eyes. And it looks like he's about to fall down to the ground, but then he holds on, and you see he is barely standing right now. It is pretty gruesome for him. He is close to death. That is Jade's turn. Danny, you are up next.
I would like to use a cantrip. I want to use Toll the Dead on that same guy from where I am.
That guy?
Yep.
Okay. So what is this? You have to make a saving throw?
Let's see. Damn it. It is, let's see, he's already taken damage, so it's 1d12 necrotic damage.
If you have to remember ELTEAL for your spells. Toll the Dead requires a wisdom saving throw against your DC of 14. So I'm going to roll d20. D20. 13. He barely fails. He takes 1d12 damage. Roll your 1d12. Danny? Oh.
I did.
Yeah, so you hold out your shield and you clank your mace against it as this echoing ring waves out from you, and you see the sound come into his vicinity, and it approaches his head, and you see him grab onto his head as suddenly his skull bursts open, holy judgment having fucking filled his cranial cavity, and this guy is out for the count. Good job, Danny. That is going to bring us to Abigail. Your turn. What do you and Terry do?
Well, can I do frostbite on one of these guys in front of me?
Yes. What's the range on that?
I thought it was 60 feet. Yeah, 60 feet.
Okie dokie. That's, I believe, is a ranged spell attack, correct?
Yeah, but it's a cantrip, so I don't get a spell slot taken, right?
No. Ranged spell attack just means that you roll to attack the guy. So roll a d20 and then add 7 to see if it hits him.
Mm-hmm.
That definitely hits. Roll your damage for frostbite.
What's that?
Roll your damage for frostbite.
What do I do for that, though?
Well, it should be in your spell description how much damage it deals.
Oh. It's
Frostbite.
1d6.
1d6. So roll 1d6.
Okay.
Okay. 4. So you hold out your hands, and you see around his wrist where he's holding his scimitar, suddenly it turns to ice, and you see as he's prepping up his next strike, he holds his hand, and you see he probably felt a tendon snap there as you freeze his joints underneath his skin. That was pretty rude. And you still have your bonus action, so do you want to send Terry somewhere?
Heck yeah.
Okie dokie. Who's he
Can
gonna
I
attack?
just send him to that guy to finish him off?
Yeah, sure. Okay, so Terry is going to make I'll let you make his attack. So roll a d20 plus 3. Nice, that hits. And then roll a d6 plus 1. Oh, so close. You see Terry, he climbs up this guy, as he's grabbing his wrist, with a snap pendant. He jumps onto his hand, jumps up onto his face, and you see Terry grabs onto his cheeks with his little tiny hands and just starts biting his nose, and he starts ripping his nose off. But this guy is still just barely holding Terry off, as far as hit points go. So that is your turn. We now come to Kayleen. You have 2 guys on you. You have 2 running towards you with hand crossbows. It is not looking happy for you.
I think I'm just going to cast Thunder Wave.
I will let you know that we'll hit Abigail.
Oh, I didn't know it hit.
It's a 15-foot cube originating from you. So you take a little damage from it.
She's not friend.
Okay.
Okay, I'll change my equipment. Scimitar time.
Scimitar time. Okay.
Rapier is what I meant.
Rapier. So make.
Then I will attack the guy who Terry isn't attacking, the other one.
Got you. You sure? Because the one he was attacking has low hit points.
If you look at him then. Go.
Yeah, okay, so make your attack. So actually Terry's right there, so you get advantage. Okay. So make the rapier attack with advantage.
Boom.
Go. Yeah, you see Terry's just biting this guy in the face, and as he's, holding his hands to his face, spinning around, he's completely left open, and you just go for a quick strike, and you hit him right in the back of the brain stem, and you just see him stiffen up and then fall backwards, and you see Terry jump off of the guy's face and scuttle back towards Abigail, taking this guy out. Nice job with the rapier, honey. Now we come to the monk. Our speedy monkey boy wishes to punch people repetitively, and that is what he shall do. So, he is going to move, he's going to hit this guy, because he has advantage, and so he's going to make an unarmed strike attack. How are we all doing, by the way? Everyone doing all right? We should finish up before 10:30, right around there.
Yep.
All right, yeah.
Okay, so with advantage, and he's going to make first attack, doing 6 damage. Second attack, it's doing 7. So he's going to hit this guy for a little 1-2 punch, and by that, I mean, he Twin Slow and Furious George hits this guy right in the crotch. This guy drops to his knees, and then George does a spinning kick and knocks this guy's neck into a 45-degree angle. And then he just chops the guy's neck into a broken mess.
I think you mean thrust his neck.
Yes, he grabs the guy, wraps his thighs around his head, and just heagles him to death. Obviously. Of course. That being his turn, that leaves up to you now, Jakin. You have one little pathetic bandit in front of you and a plenty of other to rip apart. You also have this big, thick guy just waiting for a pool of hit points to be destroyed in.
Okay, cool. So I'm gonna attack the guy that's directly in front of me first.
Sure. He's low on health, so make your first attack against him. Do you want a reckless?
Nah. Because he's low. I have a question though.
Yeah.
So for my hand axe, wait, give me 1 second. I need to cough. Sorry about that. Okay, so hand axe. Can I do that once and then throw a javelin, or am I only allowed to do one attack in general?
You still only have one attack for your action right now.
Okay,
you get an extra attack at 5th level.
Alright, I didn't know if that was because my great axe was two-handed. That I gotta use it once. Okay, cool. So I'm gonna great axe the dude.
Right in front of you?
Yeah.
I mean, you should probably make it reckless because if he gets hit anyway, the enemies already have advantage. So why not? Just smash him. 12 does hit and 15 slashing. I mean, what do you shove his head off, cut him in half? How do you use your axe to kill him?
I grab it by near the blade, and I put the palm between his legs and hit him in the nuts.
Brutal. He goes down, and that's going to be your turn unless you want to move.
Yeah, I'm gonna. Okay, thoughts, everyone. Should I move towards Bigger Boy or towards the wolves?
Well, the wolves are on your side.
I know. So my thought is I could group up.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like over here maybe because there's also all these dudes coming from this
Yeah.
side,
Where is over here?
like closer to us.
So I was thinking like, wait, where's the thing? I was thinking like maybe here, if you guys can see that.
Yeah, I think that'd
Yeah.
be handy.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna do
Wait,
that.
why are
thing.
there more people now?
What do you mean?
No, they don't
Let's find out
exist.
what you think.
That's a lie.
Because
Oh, okay.
they are fake people.
That was a lie. They don't actually exist.
Okay. Yeah. So that's your turn. I mean, you can move if you want to. Yeah, you're here. Okay,
Yeah.
good. It is now the wolves' turn. Okay, so they are going to try to finish off these guys. So roll d20 plus. I think they have a +2 to hit. Yeah, it's like the same as the bandits. No, +4 and okay, gotcha. Yeah, so they hit, and then 2d4 +2 on the first guy. I didn't even fucking. I hate that I do that. Put a /roll before it. Might do something. So first guy 8 damage. Second guy 9. These wolves again. They grab this guy, and each of them just go for the throat, taking down each of them again. So these guys are dead. The wolves are on a frenzy. This wolf, he is looking around. He doesn't know where to go. He is. Actually, you know what? I'm going to make a charisma saving throw for this guy because his owner is right there next to him. That no, not an equals. No, okay. You see the bandit. This wolf kind of looks over, and this guy looks at him and he says, "Over here now." And this wolf blinks slowly back to the guy over here and looks afraid and downtrodden and basically spends his turn groveling. And that's going to leave it to the bandit's turn.
He stole one of our doggos.
He did. And it was very
What an
rude.
asshole.
So, yeah, like he literally just abused him back into the cycle. These three guys are going to group up right here. Prepare for wrath. Yeah. Actually got to resolve some of these spaces just so you're not all like in the same thing. He comes here. So they're gonna make 2 attacks on Kayleen. And that's with advantage. So does a 14 hit you?
Yep.
Okay. So 14 and 20, that's 2 hits. That's going to be 2d6 plus 2 for each of them, so +4. What are your current hit points at? 18. Gotcha. So that's going to be 11 slashing damage as they come and cut into you. Make a dexterity saving throw real quick for me. Yeah, just dexterity saving throw. Okay, 21. Yeah, so you see, they come slamming into you, like pushing against you, and you feel your legs trying to nearly give out as you take all these hits coming at you, but you manage to barely hold on. But you feel that weakness is growing within you as you are getting really low on hit points here. And this guy, seeing that, he's going to use that opportunity to go in for his attack with advantage because they are relentless and they want blood. Because they have seen so many slaughtered. So he's going to make 20. Yeah, so his attack's going to hit you. And then he's going to go with his mace and do 4 points of damage. Yeah, and then this guy with his wolf, he sees you, the barbarian, and he's like, "You're next." but then he's like, but not before I do this. And he commands the wolf to run after towards the slowly draining hit points bard over here.
Why?
Because the enemy hates you. That's why. And that's going to be, 16 hits.
Yes.
How many hit points do you have?
3.
3. That's 10.
Cute.
So you're currently at -7. So you're just knocked out. So really quick for me, just roll a straight d20. Okay. Mark in your character sheet one death fail on your one death save fail on your saving throws.
Okay.
So Kayleen is currently down and now making death saves as the enemy have grouped in, and this guy, seeing you over here, he's going to make a crossbow attack against you. Slash roll 1d20 plus that's 24 hits, right, Jacob?
For me, yeah.
Yes, and that's going to deal 3 damage after rage. And
Okay.
that is going to be the enemy's turn. So now it is Jade's. She, kind of seeing this whole mess over here, is going to try and help. So she's going to dash and get all the way over here. But she can't quite get into the action yet. So that's going to be her turn. Danny, what do you do?
I am going to try and get as close as possible. Honestly, I'm probably gonna end up like more close to where the wolves are right now. And
Okay.
then
As you run towards the wolves, make an animal handling check for me.
yes. All right.
Okay. So as you run towards them, you see one of them kind of looks up at you and sees your like bright scales and like kind of looks at you with like he's like I got you, and like he kind of chooses to walk alongside you. This other wolf, he still seems like skittish because he saw one of his brothers go down there and he sees one with you and he doesn't know what to do. He's on the fence.
Aww.
Do you do anything with your action?
Right now, hold on, I'm thinking. I am going to use a spell. I'm gonna use Animal Friendship on the pupper that's all nervous.
Animal friendship. Okay, let's just check the description of that real quick. An action. Okay. Wisdom saving throw. Gotcha. So he's gonna make. Let's roll a d20. I think that beats your spell DC, right? 18?
Yeah.
That's higher than your spell DC? Yeah, so you go to cast a spell, and you can see in his eyes he kind of wants to, but that fear just wins out, and it doesn't seem to take hold.
Oh.
So that is going to be your turn then. Abigail, you are up. You see bandits absolutely wailing down on Kayleen. You know that they're about to come for you next. And also, if you're not careful, for Terry as well. So what do you do?
This is my question, because I don't really understand death in this game.
Yeah.
Number 1, can I heal Kayleen? And number 2, should I heal Kayleen if she has death throat saves or whatever?
So here's what's going to happen. Kayleen is at 1 death save. If she gets to 3, she is dead and will need to be revived by specific magic that you'll probably have to bring her back to town for. Okay. If you heal her, she will still be on the ground, prone, and the people around her will still be able to hit her. However, if you try to shut them down, they won't be able to hit her when they come. Regardless, you basically have about 3 turns, or 2 to 3 turns, depending on what you do with the enemies, before she's down and out. So you might want to either try to take them down. Looking around, all three of these guys don't look like they've had a single hit on them yet. So they are absolutely ready to kick some ass. So yeah, it's up to you if you want a wild shape or if you want to, onslaught with Terry, or if you want to heal her.
Does that take an action to get into, or can I do that and attack?
I will say, okay, on the spot homebrew, usually it's only for moon druids. I will say that you can wild shape as a bonus action because I support that. So you can wild shape as a bonus action. You can use him while you're wild shape, like on your next turn. But on the turn that you wild shape into, unless you want him to attack instead of you, no. So here's what you can do, by the way, as a land shark, because you've just turned into a land shark.
Yes.
You have 20 hit. You effectively have 20 temporary hit points now. So write down.
Is that 27 then? If I have the 7 already.
Effectively, because you're a druid in this circumstance, yes.
Okay.
Your AC is now 14, and you have an attack that is +5 to hit, and it deals a D8 +3 damage.
Hold on. So my AC is 14, but it was 18 before. Why is it going down?
Because you had armor before, but now you are a land shark, and until you get your magic item that I was talking to you about, that's going to be what it is. But don't worry, next fight you'll have your AC back.
Okay, so it's 14, and then what else changes?
You have an attack that is a +5 to hit, and it does a D8 +3 damage. I will let you know all that when you do an attack. But do you want to attack one of these guys? Gotcha. Do you want to attack one of these guys as a land shark?
Yeah, I'll attack the guy closest to Kayleen.
Okay, roll a d20 and then add 5.
Oh, +5, sorry.
Nice. Well, actually, you roll that d20 +5 to 20, that hits. So roll a d8 and add 3 for damage. 7. Nice. So you turn into this land shark, and all of you, like, a land shark isn't a shark that has legs. It's just a shark that flops around on land. It's like a snake, but it has nothing. It just flops around. And you see this flopping land shark go over and bite this guy in the ankle real hard. And he does not look like he appreciated that. That is going to be your turn. This guy's about to get bitten in the ankle as hard as hell. Kayleen, it is now your turn. I need you to make a death saving throw, please. And actually, do type in /GM roll, because death saving throws are tense. You will not know what she rolled. You will not know how close to death or life she is. So type /GM roll and then a d20. Okay. That's Kayleen's turn. Y'all don't know the result of that. It is now the monkey's turn. The monkey is going to he's going to use his last key point and do a flurry of blows. So with advantage, he's going to attack this guy. So, yeah. So, everyone's still here? Sorry, no combat can get a little slogged down, especially when we have this many people.
Yep. No, we're fine. Gotcha. We're good.
So he's going to make an attack. So that pelvic thrust is going to end the guy that you were just mauling as a shark. So nice. He's down. He's now going to make an attack against this guy without advantage, though, because there's no one flanking him. And that is a 17 to hit, 9 damage. That does hit him. He's going to go for another attack. 9 to hit. That misses. So he pelvic thrusts this guy, and it looks like it did, quite a bit of damage. But, he still has a bit left in him. So that is going to be our monkey's turn. Jakin, you are now up.
Oh, yeah. Okay, cool. So, these two guys at the bottom, which one's hurt more?
That would be the guy on the right. He looks like he's barely holding on.
So would it be smarter to go for the guy on the left just to kill him because I'm probably going to be able to do the most damage out of all of us, right?
Action economy says you should kill the guy with the least hit points because it guarantees them being one less person. Because if you hit him, you'll definitely kill him. Whereas if you hit this guy, you might not kill him. So
Okay,
there could still
fair
be
enough.
3 people make attacks.
So I'm gonna go right there.
You
And,
gonna attack recklessly?
yeah, might as well.
Okay,
Right?
roll with advantage. Great axe.
Well, if I didn't want to use my great axe though.
Well, I mean, hey, natural 20. You absolutely decimate this man. You cut him in half. You're really good at this. You chop people like logs. You like feel everyone within like 30 feet just like has a little bit of sexual arousal for how good you just chopped that man in half. Like it was perfect form golf swing Tiger Woods deal.
Yeah.
Like everyone just feels a little bit of warmth in their groins for Todd in this moment. That is going to be your turn, my dude. It is now the wolf. This wolf.
Wait, didn't the guy die?
The guy? Oh yeah.
Didn't I kill him?
Sorry, you cut him in half. Yeah, sorry. Let me delete him real quick.
Yeah, I know. I was checking.
And there's this one left. Okay. So this wolf is gonna make an attack against Kayleen.
I'm already down.
Yep. And it's trying to finish you off.
Cute.
I'm sad now.
I'm always sad.
That hits.
Here I am.
Okay. Gotcha. That's the wolf's turn. This wolf,
What happened?
you will find out soon. This wolf stays still. This wolf acting under Danny. Danny, who do you want this wolf to attack? Do you want it to be this bandit right here, or the bandit captain?
Let's go after the bandit. Let's get some damage on him.
The one here?
Yeah.
Or the one here?
The one at the bottom where everyone else is clustered around.
Gotcha. Well, that means he gets to attack with advantage, so d20 plus 4. 16 definitely hits him. Slash roll 2d4 plus 2. 7 damage on this bandit. This guy is not looking happy. He's looking real down to the dumps. And then yeah, this dog
He
so
just
confused,
woke up
doesn't
in
know
a
what to do.
dumpster and crawled out.
This dog you actually see, he starts putting his snout to the ground and trying to cover his face with his paws.
Oh baby.
He's just so sad, so sad.
Give the man time.
It is now the bandit's turn. This bandit's gonna stab your dog, Danny.
No!
He's gonna try to.
I'm gonna stab his mom.
Since technically the other wolf is next to him, he gets advantage.
That's not
D20
fair.
plus 30. That's a hit.
No.
The offense
Roll
that
D6
I feel.
plus 1. 5 damage. You see, he goes in for a scimitar slash. So he's not dead, but he is knocked out and making death saving throws.
Baby!
The pupper's down. Pupper's down. He can still live if you heal him. This guy comes over and I'm just gonna make his face. Why is this so difficult to move and maneuver? This guy's gonna make a shot against I don't know who the hell. Todd, why not? He's gonna shoot you.
Stop trying to kill me.
Because 20 does hit you. That's gonna be a D10 plus 4. So it is 11 damage, half to 5 for you. You only take 5 damage because you're raging.
Oh yeah.
And then that's the bandit's turn. So then Jade's just gonna come over here and stab this guy. He gets to be flanked, all that advantage shit. So Ash Woods. We should definitely be wrapping up combat really soon here because it's about to come down to like the last few rolls. Let's see how much damage that was. 26 definitely hits, 9 damage. She rapiers this guy right to the heart. He is down for the count. And then that's her turn. ELTEAL, you are up. You have a confused doggy, you have an angry man, and you have your dog dying on the ground.
This is a rough day.
It's a
If your
bad
dog does not get
day.
healed soon, he will die.
Heal your dog.
Heal your dog.
Yeah, I'm gonna use
Someone can also. You can also heal Kayleen if you want, because she's also down to making death saves.
Kayleen,
Nah, heal
would
the
you like
dog.
me to heal
Heal the
you? Okay, Kayleen says heal the dog.
Heal
Her
the
dying
dog.
words are to heal the dog.
We can resurrect Kayleen, but the dog. No.
Yeah.
Exactly. You can't.
Dog now.
That is true. Yeah. Okay. So you heal the dog. Healing word.
Yeah, I'm gonna use healing word on the dog.
Okay.
My baby.
D4 plus 5. He comes back up to 6 hit points. He goes.
Yeah, dog.
He's back up. Good job. That's your turn. Abigail, you're up next. All that's left is this big guy, and then the angry doggo right next to you.
Okay.
This is the angry doggo. This is Danny's doggo, and then this is the neutral
Can I
doggo.
persuade the angry doggo to be nice doggo?
Animal handling check, disadvantage.
Why disadvantage?
Because he's
'Cause he
currently
hates
attacking you.
But I'm good with animals. Okay.
I'll say because you're good with animals, it's a straight roll.
So just neutral?
Just an animal handling check.
Okay.
Persuasion.
Okay, he doesn't go to fight for your side, but he stops attacking you, and actually, he just runs away. He goes for his own freedom.
Aww.
So he's gonna leave the board.
I have Terry.
Do you want to, as a bonus action, use Terry on the guy?
Sure.
Okay.
Will Terry die if I do that?
I don't think so.
Okay.
But he doesn't hit him either. He just kind of goes, and then the guy just kind of shakes Terry off his ankle. Terry doesn't get hurt or anything. He's just kind of thrown to the side. That leads to Kayleen's turn, still down. The monk is going to come up to this guy and use his last key points to make 3 attacks. 1d20 plus. I don't even know why I'm even typing it in, because I have his sheet. I need to learn these things. I need to have them ingrained within me. 3 attacks, pelvic thrust. 21, 22, 25, all hits. 9, 8, 17. He deals 23 bludgeoning damage. You see the crackhead monkey, who has been absolutely dashing all across this battlefield, really supporting the whole thing. He goes up to this barbarian, kicks his knee out. It breaks to the side. He falls to the ground. He then takes his arm, holding his Morning Star, and twists it backwards, breaking the elbow. He then crawls up to the back of his head and pelvic thrusts his neck to break it as he peels him down to the ground. The Goliath dead.
Dang.
Combat is now over. Would anyone like to go over and heal Kayleen?
Let's heal the dog again.
Yeah.
I'm just messing. I don't have.
If I can.
Okay.
Yeah, let's heal.
Roll your healing dice.
Oh, hold on. My thing one way. Healing dice.
Yeah.
Is,
So, are you using healing words or cure wounds?
healing word. Let me see. 1d4 plus spellcasting ability modifier.
That would be 5. So 1d4 plus 5. You roll that.
Okay. Wow, I cannot type today.
Typing's hard.
Okay. As you cast a spell, you see the light glow around your hand and wash over her body, and you see it soak into her. 2 seconds. 5 seconds. 10. And you notice her hair starts to get paler, and her skin starts to go whiter, and her features blemish.
Abigail, what'd you do?
And as
What
you look at her,
happened?
as you look, make a, I would say as a party, everyone make an intelligence check.
Oh, we're screwed.
Just flat out intelligence check.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
Oh, I'm at advantage. Whoops.
you can just click intelligence save or whatever. Yeah, Abigail. So as you do this and you think to yourself, did I just kill this person? You remember growing up with the Furbolg people, tales of all the fey creatures. The Furbolg are a very fey, sylvan involved race, and they told you of the stories of the Feywild and how it was a very magical realm that had a lot of peoples that were very powerful and trickster-like. And they told you of changelings, which are people with white skin and white hair that can make themselves look like anyone they want. And you recognize Allura Sparrowfern to be a changeling lying dead upon the floor at your feet. And that is where we will end session 1.
Wait, we're not gonna loot anyone?
I will say that I can give you all out your loot just so you know what it is, but that's story arc wise. We end with a dead changeling on the grounds. Guess what? Kayleen's playing a changeling. Woo!
Ooh.
Yeah, some of y'all already knew that. Did everyone have fun?
Yes.
Oh yeah, that was awesome.
Did I do good with the whole changeling reveal, guys?
You did. I really thought Abigail killed her.
Me too.
I honestly
I'm pretty
like.
sure you told me about this, and I still thought I killed her.
Yeah. So a few things for closing out the session in total. So just to kind of like wrap up to get to a point where we wanted, we'll say that you get back to town, you find the nearest cleric, you find a man named Derek the cleric, a very handsome tiefling man, clad in decadent armor. You see his noble steed outside, and he's definitely throwing handsome eyes at Danny the whole time you're there with him, but he agrees to revive Allura for the services of, kind of helping the town out and being the town's guardian and stuff. And so he revives her for free. And, she and you kind of have a whole conversation about like, yeah, she's a changeling, but she's still her, it's okay. She's always been this way. So in total for the loot, here is what y'all get, because I have to add up, because I planned for this to be 2 separate fights, but y'all made it one big fight and somehow lived. So in total, you find 330 gold in total.
That's 55 apiece.
Nice job with the multiplication, my guy.
Oh, I just did. I just put in Google.
Also, find another set of studded leather, which will go to Jade because she needs it. All the weapons and armor that were involved in the fight, which you can, I'll say get you an extra 60 gold total, so 10 each. And then you find a staff of the Python.
Ooh, spicy.
Would you like to know what that does?
Heck yeah.
It is basically a quarterstaff that when you speak, its command word turns into a snake that is under your control.
Fun.
Whoa.
Yes.
Pet snake! Pet snake!
Who's interested in this item?
I mean, I would like a snake.
I think it makes sense to go to
this item.
Oh.
Is anyone else interested?
I think it makes sense to go to Abigail.
I also
Abigail already also has a Terry, the T-Rex.
Yeah, but she needs more.
Exactly.
Okay. Well, we'll figure out who gets the thing. Just a few narrative things. So as you get back, and after you meet with Derek the cleric and get Kayleen revived, Allura, you are going to Bobbledy to get your reward. And he hands out a few minor magical things, which I'll have for you by next session, and he gives you the egg. And as he hands you the egg, you see cracks start to appear on the edge. And I'm going to make a fun little roll right now that determines
Who gets the egg?
who gets the Vogapop.
Ogapon.
Okay. So as this egg cracks open, you're all kind of looking at it. You see this. It's really small and it looks like a baby chicken, but effectively like a dodo type thing with like the face of a vulture. But like ostrich like type talon feet. And as it squints, opens its eyes, ELTEAL, you find yourself locking eyes with the Vogelthop, and it just looks at you and goes, and a little creature is there, and you see a little kid comes up to you, and then he says, "Oh, what's that? What's that you got there, sir?" And like he's talking about the Vogeltop, the little thing in your hand.
Yeah. Well, I don't know actually. We'll find out.
You don't know.
We'll find out in the next episode.
We'll find
So,
out.
yeah, the
Tune
kid
in
looks at
next
you all,
week.
and he sees you all with your magic things, and he's like, "Are you the guys that beat up all those bandits that were here like 2 days ago?"
Yup.
I say nope
Sure.
and walk away.
Okay, mixed responses. He goes, "Oh, well, if you could, my mom's been really worried because she said that my sister, she went away with one of them, and we haven't seen her in a while. Could you find her maybe?" And then he kind of like points to the crest that was on the shoulder of the armor. He's like, they had one of those, and basically describes to you that his sister has been abducted by this camp. And
I say
basically
sucks
begs
to
you
suck and walks away.
Yeah,
Oh my
it
God.
doesn't involve animals. I don't care anymore.
I'm kidding. I'm down to help if everyone else is.
Really, you're strong arming this 6-year-old child who lives in a farming village.
Dude, I just want alcohol. I don't care.
Just look
But
around
he says,
between everyone confused, like what's happening now?
the 6-year-old looks up and is like, "Well, if you're motivated primarily by economic interest, it makes sense that those bandits' hideouts are a large collection of socioeconomic wealth that is influxed due to their robbing potential. So taking them down is inherently selfish and rewarding to you, as by defeating them, you get all the gold they had."
All I understood of that was selfish and gold, so I'm in.
Go.
This kid just like bursts
That's
out
how you
like,
roll
"Are you
with the
sure
goals."
about that?"
Yeah, he just rolled like a natural 20 on like a persuasion check
Oh
against
my
y'all,
God.
basically. Yeah, I'm just making sure I have everything. Oh, you also, all of you get your items from the smith that he promised you, so you'll have those at the beginning of next session.
Okay.
Tambourine.
So
Magic
yes,
tambourine.